We don't have our cue now.
Yeah.
Are we good?
Yeah.
Hello! Hi!
Oh, because the cue's normally the music.
Yeah, the cue's normally the music cutting out. But hi, hello! Welcome to FourPlay. We are four best friends who play games, shoot the shit, and tell great stories along the way. If you were expecting something different, we are not sorry. Not at all. My name's Anna Murray. I'm running Curse of Strahd 5e for all these lovely peeps.
Oh.
This is session 2 of the Tome of Strahd sessions. But what is this, like session
24?
25? 24. 24.
Hey Patrick, what's funnier than 24?
25! That'll be next session.
Yeah, I was gonna say not next week, but next
Yeah.
session.
Well, welcome everybody. Does anyone have anything to add before we dive into our recap?
Oh, good.
We're 3 subscribers away from 50 on YouTube.
Woo! Let's go!
That's pretty cool.
Let's
We
go!
can talk more about that
Hit
later.
it.
But let's go.
Yeah, that's so great.
Yeah.
My goodness. Thank you everybody who's continuing on supporting us. We do very much love it.
We do.
All right,
Indeed.
cool. Ready, everybody?
Mhm.
It's been a little bit.
Been
Let
a
me tell
little
you what
bit.
happened last time. Ugh. Okay. Jesus Christ. All these cats. Ugh. In our last adventure in the mists, with the cracking of an ancient binding and a blinding white light, you were whisked away into the pages of the Tome of Strahd. But this tome isn't one that is simply read. Once the light subsided, you found yourself in the middle of a ballroom, incorporeal, tethered by the wrist to people of note by a spectral blue binding. You got your bearings, learning you could dive into the body and mind of your tethered, learning all the knowledge they possessed and interacting with the world through their person. You came to know many things, including that you were attending a ceremony where Strahd would officially claim the land as his own after a 20-year offensive against his father's enemies. You also learned that his mother, Queen Ravenavia, had died on the journey to her namesake, Castle Ravenloft. Strahd's brothers, Sergei and Sturm, are set to take up residence with him here in Ravenloft. Gunther, you played a jaunty little tune on the massive organ. Chaos, you found your tether, Lady Alona, entering in late from the rain, much to the disdain of one Rahadin. Lance, you took up an old man's mantle and eventually met up with your party, minus Arena. Soon enough, all 3 brothers paraded in, taking their place for Strahd's ceremony. As Strahd cut open his hand, spilling blood on the land, everyone raised a glass. Gunther, you noticed that Sergei's goblet in particular you'd seen before, sparking a theory about Sergei's fate. The scene then changed, bringing you all, Strahd, Rahadin, Lady Alona, the clerk, and the enforcer, to a familiar road, the road to Vallaki. This Vallaki was very different, however, very underdeveloped and downtrodden, its populace and its infrastructure. They celebrated you and paraded you through the streets, unexpected for a collection of taxes, until you reached the town square. Here you met the embezzling motherfucker named Leander Velakovich. Though he tried to sway you and Strahd with promises of annual worship and praise, you quickly saw through his facade. Through the eyes of the clerk, Vasily von Holtz,
Good.
Gunther delivered the final verdict, a damning one. His justice at Lance's unsuspecting hands was swift, merciless, showing Strahd's unempathetic nature in an iron fist with his newly acquired subjects. The scene then shifted again to the courtyard in Castle Ravenloft, where Sergei von Zarevich's and Strahd's knights and soldiers sparred together on a drizzly day. One knight, or gladiator rather, Silithand or Vifarius, took on the humble Sergei, only to humble him even further. As cheers went up from the knights, Strahd entered the scene. In an effort to connect with his brother, Lance through Sergei, urged Strahd to show him what he'd learned in the good old days on the front. But a nasty reminder from Sturm that Strahd's good old days had come and gone really lit the fire under him. It was one quick tussle, Strahd prevailing with ease, but soon enough, a hidden assassin fired from Strahd across the courtyard. Once all the soldiers caught him, the assassin was revealed to be an agent of Red Lucas, a bandit captain and enemy of Strahd's father, who slipped through his grasp. Strahd decided he would enjoy the simple pleasure of ending the bandits once and for all, and invited you along. You gained reconnaissance from the assassin and traveled to the location of the bandits' hideout. Here it was a quick and brutal slaughter, even when encountering its leader. But it wasn't loot or spoils that you gained from this journey, not even pride. Imprisoned in a room, under the hideout's turret, was a woman, Tatiana Fedorovna, the daughter of the burgomaster of Markovia, who bore a perfect likeness to Arena Coliana. Red Lucas must have trapped her here for ransom. You separated from the bodies of your tethers then, watching as an inciting moment unfolded. Brothers Strahd and Sergei freeing Tatiana, Sergei rushing within to comfort her, Strahd watching from beyond the bars. The picture of a dynamic that would change the course of Barovia's history forever. And that is where we left off.
Whoopsies.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Ready?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Let's go. Okay, thank you.
Our sound is not wanting to cooperate.
Yeah, it's kind of like...
Big rip, big rip.
It's having
It's still pumping through the stream, so it's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah.
It's good.
So. The scene shifts again. Not to something you expect. You, Lance, are suddenly in the dark forest on the road to Castle Ravenloft. Alone.
As Lance.
Not as you.
Oh, okay.
As someone else. Go ahead and read your sheet. I'm sure you've been looking at it before.
Yeah, let's see. I am Luca. Is it
Luca Antonov.
Antonov? Okay.
You are tethered to Luca at the moment. He's walking towards the castle. He has a small traveling bag. He appears to be wearing more mage-like clothes. And he holds in his hand a single letter.
A letter, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So as, the incorporeal thing I am, I'll slither and take a look at what he's holding and see if I can read it.
Do you
Just
go
picture Lance
inside
going
it, or
over.
do you just kind of look?
I'll just look for now.
You'll look right now? It is currently sealed. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so then I'll go inside of him and take a look.
Casually.
Do you
slip on
come inside of him, or...?
Cool. So you kind of have that moment of like... And you know yourself to be the apprentice to the wizard Kazan. And you've been tasked with delivering a letter to Strahd. And that seal is this black seal of a skull inside of a geometric crystal.
Ooh.
Kazan didn't tell you what was inside of that letter, but you know it to be important.
Okay. And I'm delivering this to who again? It's
Strahd.
Strahd. Okay. And it is sealed.
I wonder if that's the wizard whose tower we were in.
The man, or maybe that's the man wizard.
Because that seal seems a little dark.
Yeah.
Remember he was like necromantic or something.
Yeah.
Well, the wizard's tower was protected by an electrical spell.
Right, but what we found inside was like really dark magic. Remember Lance found the book and it was like in a language nobody understood, but it was like, this is bad.
I don't see my friends around. I'll try opening the letter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll a sleight of hand to open it carefully, as to pretend you're not breaking that seal.
Okay. Let's take a look.
Just tell him the wolves ate it.
It's a, let's see, a 10 total. So a 12.
Yeah, that's enough. So you go ahead and sort of peel this wax. It pops open and you can pull out the letter. You read it? Alright. It says, "My esteemed Lord von Zarevich, I trust this invitation finds you well, though I know well that appearances can be deceiving. In the shadowed corners of Barovia, your name carries a weight of both power and melancholy, and it is precisely this enigma that compels me to write. I am Kazan, a seeker of arcane wisdom and a custodian of ancient arts. In your reign, I see not only a formidable ruler, but a soul, burdened by the echoes of time, life's ticking clock. It is this duality that beckons me to propose a meeting. I offer a partnership, a melding of our intellects, to solve this mystery and others like. I believe it essential to possess like-minded companions in a world where people like us often aren't understood, or to be recklessly desired. If you should entertain this proposition, know that I await your response with quiet confidence. My motives, and that of my patrons, are derived by the allure of secrets and the promise of allyship. Should you concur, let our destinated meeting place be my home in Lake Baratok, where I will play gracious host in 2 days' time. Your humble servant, Kazan."
Lake Baratok is in Barovia?
Go ahead and roll a history.
Is that Mount Kakazet?
17.
17. Yeah, you remember there to be a Lake Baratok that people had mentioned in Valaki. You also know it to be where that wizard tower is.
Okay. And then I would go back to that one part where he said meld two minds. What is it? What did that say?
Yes, he said, I offer a partnership, a melding of our intellects to solve this mystery and others alike.
I don't know what this means.
So it kind of sounds like, just my theory, I'm not there, so this player or character can't help it, but it sounds like that this was the tower of the dude, or the dude who was in the tower, and he wants to crack open immortality with Strahd. So maybe, and he said my patrons, so maybe his patrons are like the dark powers that
Maybe.
and maybe they talk Strahd somehow into being a vampire through the achievement of trying to be like eternal youth, because he's saying you're a slave to the echoes of time or whatever, and like I don't want to be that either, so maybe we could figure it out together. Necromancy's all about like fucking with
So I'm heading to go deliver this letter.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll continue then.
You continue on. Amazing. And then the scene shifts again. Don't mind me just scrolling. Okay? It's a lot lighter now. This door of... You kind of see a hallway, and this door of delicately engraved steel stands at the west end of a short hallway. Intricate details stand out very clearly on the door's surface. It's a steel door engraved with images of a human king in armor astride a horse, a majestic range of mountains and shooting stars in the background. Tiny figures of people and wolves sort of frame this image, and the door seems to shine with a light of its own, untouched by time. Flanking this door are two alcoves and dark, vaguely man-shaped figures standing in each, and these doors sort of open for the camera, quote-unquote. And inside, you see a dining hall.
The Office theme starts playing.
Yeah, right? And inside you see a dining hall. This savory, delectable smells of a grand feast fill this room, in the center of which stands a long oak table. An ornate runner covers the table underneath its fine china and silverware. Suspended above is a grand chandelier of forged iron. An arched window in the south wall is draped with very lush curtains. Resting in a wooden stand by the window is a lute, and standing quietly in the southwest corner is a tall harp. A small group of musicians play very softly in the background, serenading the meal. Sitting here enjoying a celebratory meal are 13 people. Strahd, Sergei, Tatiana, Mikhail Ivanovich, Christian Yerniev, who is the captain of the Markovian Guard. You all know this, as you are tethered to people, and I tell you who you are. Father Casper, who is the high priest of the Markovian Church. 4 of Strahd's generals and knights, Lady Ilona, Rahadin, and Stern. Chaos, you're tethered to, surprise, surprise, Lady Ilona. Gunther, you're tethered to Stern. Lance is nowhere to be found. Sure.
I think this is kind of sexist. Always being tethered to the men, but okay.
I will change it right the fuck now.
Do it.
Do you do anything?
Well, since we start like outside of, just look around and where's Lance?
Don't see him.
That's not good,
Well,
right? Did the book eat him? Can the book eat people?
he might be someone who's not here right now.
Fair. This bitch was late to the party before, so.
Right.
As you guys kind of finish that conversation, you see Mikhail clink the glass.
Mikhail.
He's sitting right next to Tatiana and is an older man, and you can kind of surmise that he has some relation to her. And let me know if you guys end up going into their minds at any point. But he clinks the glass and he says, "If I could be so bold as to propose a toast to our evening."
You know,
Yeah.
You
go
gotta
inside.
jump in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mikhail is Tatiana's adopted father, the burgomaster of Markovia.
And where's Markovia located?
Where's Markovia located?
Yeah.
Are you Gunther right now? Or are you?
No, I'm in the body.
Okay. You know Markovia to be where you, as Gunther, know Kresk relatively might be.
Okay.
It's the third big town. Strahd gives him the go-ahead. And he nods and humbly sits down and says, "Friends, companions, our gracious host, Lord Strahd, who is both. I raise my glass to all of you tonight. What a remarkable year it's been, filled with peace, love," and you look over and you see Tatiana and Sergei very much engaged with each other, and the reunion that we once feared impossible, which is of course why we celebrate today. To Lord Strahd, to Lord Sergei, Lady Ilona, Master Rahadin, I offer my deepest gratitude for your courage and the daring rescue that you brought my beloved daughter Tatiana back to us a year ago today. We owe you a debt we can never fully repay. But this evening is not just about looking back, it's about looking forward to a bright and promising future. I see a kingdom full of order, unknown to us for too long. And I see love that has illuminated our lives and brought joy to our hearts.
How is Lady Ilona feeling throughout the speech?
She's conflicted because, not for any personal reason, but because she knows a lot more of the background of what's going on. The kingdom of order that he says is true, but at what cost? And you know probably the toll this is taking on your, not your friend, but Strahd. You know him well enough, and you can see it on his face.
Just what he's doing to, like, create this kingdom, or are you talking specifically about the romance?
About the two of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, how does Strahd's face look right now?
Go ahead and roll an insight. Anyone who wants to see that.
25.
If I know him well, do I get advantage?
Absolutely. Survive.
17.
17. Okay. You can tell that his body language is stiff. He is remaining his composure. You know this very well. You can tell, based on how you know him, that this is bothering him immensely. You see him focusing his eyes on other things. You see him flicking his eyes every now and then towards the couple.
Oof.
But he is very good at a poker face. So I propose a toast to this love and the future it promises, and to the happiness that lies ahead. May the days to come be filled with boundless love, unending laughter, and enduring prosperity for all of us. To be so graciously received by Ravenloft is nothing but an honor. And he raises his glass. Do you raise your glass?
Shh, I just let the body do what it normally does. I was like, I don't fucking okay.
To Lord Strahd.
The body starts choking you out. Who is this?
Give me my body!
To Lord Strahd. To all these cherished guests. To Tatiana. To Sergei. And Sergei pops up, and we're not cherished guests, and everyone laughs. And to a future filled with prosperity, love, and happiness. And everyone in the room huzzahs, and except for one, who toasts. Sergei, you see, congratulates him on the toast, saying he's a man of wonderful words, and everyone continues eating. Do you do anything?
I don't think so. Play cool. Just keep track of the thoughts coming up in her head, like if anything, not revolutionary, but just keeping tabs on the situation, basically, and like dividing the attention between Chaos and Ilona as to like what we're watching when we're watching it. Like, I feel like Ilona would probably be like playing it cool, not really looking at Strahd too much to not draw attention to the fact that he's brooding. But I feel like Chaos inside is just like Sergei and Tatiana and then Strahd, and they're just, like,
you can do it with tact, and you observe what you expect. But
are they visibly like engaged at this point, or does it just seem like a courting?
Go ahead and roll a perception.
Okay. This one's being nice for me.
Nice.
Okay. forgot her thing. I think I only have a +2 to perception, so unnatural 20.
Okay. You don't see any kind of engagement jewelry, any kind of ring, any necklace, anything like that. With Lady Alona's knowledge, you also know that tradition and rites and approvals have not happened yet.
Okay.
So, but it's any day now.
Grab the popcorn and just
Do you do anything?
Nope. Just kind of like hanging out, waiting, watching.
waiting for Lance.
After a bit, Strahd gets up from his place and goes over to Sergei, and you are close enough to roll a hearing perception.
Okay. $15.
Okay, yeah. You hear him ask Sergei if he can give Tatiana a tour of the castle, as it's her first real visit. And Sergei happily accepts, and Strahd offers Tatiana his arm, and she takes it, and they leave.
So Strahd and Tatiana leave?
Yes.
I'm gonna dip out of
Yup,
the potty.
I was like, time to test with the length of these fuckers.
Yeah, we'll see.
Nice. As you exited Sturm's body, you did feel a wave of disgust.
You know, it's me not too bad, okay.
Well,
Probably why he's dead. I'm just kidding. I assume.
fortunately for you, after a moment, Lady Alona goes to follow stealthily.
Ooh,
Doesn't
shit.
work-
Nice.
Doesn't work very well. She kind of trips over a chair and so gives herself some time. But you guys can keep
Dumb
going.
bitch.
I know, right? I mean, she's kind of buddy-buddy with Strahd, so how smart
Also
could she be?
also a dumb bitch.
But out they go. They go through the guest hall, and you see torchlight fluttering through the walls of this very vaulted hall. Suits of armor, glistening, gleaming, standing at attention. You see something that's very familiar to you, that great entry that Lady Alona had walked in. They sort of descended these stairs and have gone out towards the entry. You see those 8 stone gargoyles kind of squatting above you, brilliant ceiling frescoes, and eventually getting to the entry of the castle. As you get down to the entry, as you're about to go out, you feel,
Oh! Happy noise!
hello!
Hello, welcome. Sorry,
is
there's a
it
delay.
Muchio? Muchio? Moocheal. I get notifications.
Oh, well, aren't
Cool.
you special?
Welcome
Well,
to the party.
Welcome. Thank you for
Hey,
being here.
hey.
Thank you for the follow.
Sicko mode.
So that I think we're now, what is it, 15 or 16 followers away from affiliate
I think
status?
15. Yay!
Fantasy Animal Vegan says, melt down the walls with Lance's smoldering eyes.
Welcome back! But yeah, so as you go to the entry, that is where you feel your tether stick.
Just his or both of ours? Oh,
his.
that's right. My bitch is following.
She's gonna pull.
You're gonna pull. You feel a little bit of give.
Motherfucker. And I will drag as far as I can.
Can you roll a strength, please?
Okay. My body, it's taking me places. Oh, wow.
Puberty again!
A +0.
Sturm starts sprouting extra hair.
So, total of 15.
15.
With no bonuses.
You feel a little bit more give, and then you feel it loosen all of a sudden.
Killed him.
I might have snapped my Tessa. I'll just...
Hi, Mookel. Glad I randomly found your stream. That's awesome.
So it's Mookel. Well, Mookel, welcome.
Hello!
Welcome to
What's
the show.
up?
Stick around, friend. Okay,
For a second, I was like, is this specifically for you?
but you do feel some give, and you can continue on.
Yeah, great. Okay.
They walk through the courtyard, both of these courtyards by these 90-feet walls. And eventually you get close enough, and you realize that Sturm is following. At some kind of distance, you can't see him, but felt something.
Good.
You can
He
eventually...
fell back out of his chair, just...
You can eventually see Lady Alona trailing behind. Pretty well. She isn't seen. Strahd's a little distracted.
He's a little wani.
And they're walking through the side courtyard, and you get close enough to hear them speak.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm
You
like
hear...
right in front of Strahd.
Nice.
I'll yoink this bitch if I need to.
You hear Tatiana say, "Everything is wonderful, old one. Everyone has been more than kind, and
Nailed him with the old one.
now
Woof.
you know this to be sort of an honorific. They're not speaking in common, but you understand what they're saying. This is an honorific meaning elder, right?
Yeah, there was a mention of old one before. It's in my notes. Hold on.
Yes, there was.
Wait. Control find.
It's
not working.
Everything is wonderful, old one. Everyone has been more than kind. He says, "I'm very glad to hear it. And you must know that if there's anything else you need or want, you have but to ask. This castle and all who dwell here are your most humble servants, myself included."
Oh.
And you see her kind of react a little bit, in a puzzling way, and he asks, "Is something wrong?" "Nothing at all. Only that I think you are the kindest one of all to speak to me so. Before we came to know each other, back in Red Lucas's hideout, I was a little afraid of you, you know. And even more so when I learned who you really were." I was afraid. All my life, this place has loomed over the valley. When our precious previous ruler lived here, we all lived in dread of him, as the elders live, the pain of their bones. When your armies came, we were in fear of what might happen to us, even as we rejoiced in our freedom. But your rule has been peaceful. You've taken away much of our fear. We're very grateful. And he takes that in. And you can see him just holding everything. Just like one straw could break the camel's back of his emotion. And he says, "And what of your fears? Gone as well. I've seen some of the beauty you've made here, which means that I've seen your soul as well. And this is a good place. You may be a fierce warrior, but there is much warmth in you, or you could not have made such things." And he laughs and says, "I think your tribute would be better directed to the artisans than to me." And she smiles, and you love her smile, and he does too. And she says, "Now I see why Sergei loves you so." And he shadows.
Oof.
And he says, "Come, I wish to show you something that I had no influence in regard to beauty." And he takes her hand and leads her on.
Did the conflicted look on her face kind of strike like she was having a feeling for him that she didn't quite understand, couldn't place, or just was shocked that he was being so nice?
Go ahead and roll an insight.
Not good. 7.
7?
Yeah. Rolled a fat 2.
Oof.
It was almost a little bit like she was overwhelmed. For some reason. Didn't know why.
Did his eyes turn red? Is that charm? No, I'm just kidding. I don't think he's vampy yet. You can't see it off stream, our dog's just...
It's dead.
No! It's the curse of Strahd!
It's the curse of Strahd!
What are you doing, buddy?
Oh, look at him.
So cute.
And now he's looking right at us.
Yeah, you know too.
Okay. So...
You're so
Okay.
cute.
Continue following. Oh, I do want, like, in between, when they don't seem to quite be talking, I want to pop back into Alona's brain and just... Why is she following? I want the download on, like, what her motives are and, like, what she's thinking. Like, is this, like... Oh, this is the most exciting tea that's occurred in the castle in, like, the last 100 years? Or is it just, like she is not overseeing, but trying to dissect the situation? Is she, like, concerned? Like, what is her motive?
She knows Strahd well enough to know when he wants something.
Right.
And he won't stop until he gets it. And even...
So is this, like, coming from a deep place of concern?
She wants to know what's going on.
Okay.
And she knows that, someone should know.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Yeah. She's also interested in the part of the conversation which you realize she can hear even though she's far away, which is nothing but arcane.
It do be like that.
Where you realize that she believes Tatiana to be sheltered. Markovia is a church town. They don't much get news outside. And so she believes her to have a very tainted idea of what Strahd's rule is like.
Can I pop into Stern's body
Absolutely.
and see if his memories pull up the name Ezra?
Okay. So as you do that,
As he's recovering from his concussion.
he goes farther away. You're practically a courtyard behind them, but so you can't really hear the latter part of that conversation. Go ahead and roll a history.
I bet this is another int-based.
You can roll that with any kind of proficiency bonus that you have if you don't have it already.
Well, yeah, I don't have it, but I'll roll proficiency at it. Plus 0, plus 3, so 11.
11. Ezra does not ring a bell.
Rip. Hot bag out of stir. Useless. We'll start tucking him all.
You notice a puzzled look on his face, and he observes his wrist. You just see the...
Why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself?
Just wrap the cord around his neck.
Holy shit!
He's like just, eating chicken.
But yeah. And it's the first time that you've seen someone almost be cognizant of your presence.
Yeah, listen, I'm right here. Can we fucking move?
God?
He quickens his
He
pace.
starts exercising you.
He's like, oh shit, where's the holy water?
Yeah, he quickens
Sends
his
you to
pace.
hell.
Great. They can just whoosh.
You can see them in the near distance if you are
Mush.
nearby. If not, yeah.
You're like a reindeer.
You gotta do
mush.
the right left. Ha! Gee!
It's at this moment that you guys return to them. They reach the chapel garden.
Oh boy.
There's this gorgeous chapel. All of these sun motifs in the background, stained glass from ceiling to floor, sort of in like an octagonal shape. And there are like a bunch of small flowers in this garden, all deep purples, deep reds, piercing golds pressing skyward against the dusk, and a pair of large iron gates blocks the way to some kind of overlook over this large cliff, because you know and can see and realize that Castle Ravenloft is on sort of a cliff edge, and below it is a village of Baroque.
Sorry, real quick.
Yes.
Mookle says, Curse of Strahd is such a good campaign. Keep killing it, guys. I'm a fan.
Yeah, thank you! Oh my god, that means so
I
much!
already said it in the chat, but you're amazing. Thank you
Yes,
for being here.
That means so much! Curse of Strahd is amazing. Okay.
The jury's still. I'm just kidding.
What?
I said the jury's still.
No, you guys make it amazing.
So do you. Oh my god.
All right, reel it in.
It's Modelo time.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Tatiana sort of separates from Strahd and moves towards the flowers, bending down towards them. She looks towards a pair of dark irises and sort of smells them, and Strahd looks at her. They're yours, should you desire them.
Chaos does the Pikachu.
She looks, I couldn't disturb their beauty. He just watches her. And he steps towards her. There's more to see.
Take the fucking block.
I bought them for you. I'm such a nice guy.
And
I saw you the way you took the other guy's flowers.
You like Rose is better.
He bought a full
Basic
bouquet, but that's
bitch.
okay.
I knew this was gonna be the energy once we got to this part.
This is how we cope with the sheer awkwardness of, oh my god, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do?
So you guys head over to the overlook. It's this flagstone avenue that passes between some empty outbuildings leading to a stone-paved overlook. It has a low stone wall adorned with outward-facing gargoyle carvings. This flash of light from a setting sun illuminates the small village of Barovia that you see underneath you, its rooftops and lanterns lighting the valley, very visible in the dusk 1,000 feet below. 1,000 feet below. And it is beautiful. And you notice that there's not an inch of mist at all. It's clear, it's idyllic, it's gorgeous.
Beautiful.
We got a subscription?
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Mukel found us on
Probably Mukul.
YouTube,
Hey!
which now puts us at 2 away from 50.
Hey!
Guys, that's awesome!
Welcome to the party,
Yeah,
Mukul.
brother.
Thank you, Mukul.
Let's
Yeah, you can
go.
find us. I said it in the chat again, but all at FourPlay stream, Instagram, X, TikTok, obviously
X.
Twitch and YouTube. Thanks for being here. That's awesome.
Yay! Okay.
And see, no.
Strahd looks out on this and he puts a hand across her back and moves her forward.
Chaos,
Guys, I
Just,
Like-
Oh, do the yawn?
If I go like up to Alona and I like touch her, do I like make contact?
know. With Alona? Or
Yeah, like I just want to see like can I like start karate chopping this bitch without actually hitting him type thing? Like you gonna?
I'm so sorry. As incorporeal chaos.
Yes.
Okay. Sure. Roll to attack him with an unnerved strike.
Just like bitch slap. Don't touch her, you piece of shit.
cast Sanctuary on Tatiana.
Pretty good actually. Where's unarmed strike actions? Unarmed strikes probably like +4. 17.
Very nice.
I hate you so much.
This is not my creation, but at the very least, one may come here and appreciate it. Tatiana kind of leans over.
I swear to fuck.
Like towards him or away?
She leans over towards the edge
Okay.
and looks. There's the church, my old home, before Father and I moved to Markovia. And you see Strahd's only looking at her. He says, "This is your home." She looks at him. "You know something more than I, old one."
Old one.
And he sinks again. "Only that you have home in Ravenloft now, and you are welcome as family."
Chaos just goes, oh!
As family.
She smiles. "I feel alive and real for the first time. I believe now that all the life I'd led was but the time of waiting until Sergei came into it."
Oof.
And he starts to crack. "You love him, then? More than the gods. More than myself. More than anything I've known, imagined, or could ever imagine. I hope you don't think it's wrong for me to love him so much."
Love who?
Sergey.
Yes. Yeah, you see the.
He's
the Arthur
the
fist.
Arthur fist.
Probably.
That's exactly what she sees.
Is it like the just tense fist, or is there like fingernail digging into palm drawing blood?
You know,
That
like
anger.
in anime where you hear like the leather glove
Yeah.
gripping?
Yeah, that's exactly what it
Just
is.
gonna like walk up to Strahd, put my hands on his shoulders, just not even going through. "You're never gonna be good enough. She doesn't love you.
You see him,
You're still on the other side. You should get."
and she looks.
She prefers your brother. He's hotter than you.
Old one. She says again, "Old one, are you well?"
She's out of your league. We're just trolling him. We're just bullying Strahd at this point.
You you
Great incorporeal fedora and just
This could
make
be
one out of
us.
lady. Yeah.
I was,
Dumb bitch Stacy
little
wants to hang out with
leather.
Chad!
yeah, his brother, Chad Gay. Okay.
the virgin Strahd.
Yeah. Virgin Von Zarovich and Chad Gay. Yeah.
I'll make it so you can never choose him again over me.
Jeez, we're getting a little too real. How about we pump the brakes?
She says, I hope you don't think it's wrong of me to love him so much.
Sorry, I feel like Chaos and Gunther, as they're watching this, they're doing the soy jack.
Just for an unimagined audience, like, here's where it happens. Here's where it goes crazy. Oh!
You may be wondering how I got here. That's not me. That's what we put in the flower. That's me.
Record scratch.
Just no, they do the freeze frame, pull up the red marker and start like circling and be like, so this guy's in love with this girl. She loves that guy.
It's just a still frame of Strahd, the 70-year-old virgin. I mean, damn, she's a
Start
400-year-old virgin.
Drawing horns and a pointy beard and a tail and a pitchfork.
Oh my god.
He's the devil.
You see Strahd in this moment waging war with himself. Over and over and over again.
It seems to be a hobby of his, so.
And she looks at last back at him and says, again, old one, are you well?
Was he making an old one unwise?
It's at this moment that the sound of plate mail starts to approach, and you see in the distance 3 guards.
It's Chad.
Um,
Chad, you came!
My lady!
escorting one Luca Antonov.
Oh my god,
Oh,
you just
nice.
won the high school football game? I love you, Chad.
Come on, baby girl. We gotta get to the prom, babe.
Okay.
On my motorcycle.
Yeah, you hear plate mail.
Come on, I'm ready to blow my load already.
Chad Gay is getting a little weird now.
So you hear the sound of plate mail approaching as 3 guards are escorting a young man in mage robes.
Young man.
Young man, there's a leaf on the ground, they said.
I'm so sorry.
And you see Lance tethered to this young man. Gonna test me?
Yes! Just like kind of. Wait, is he in or out of the body at this
No, I'm
point?
tethered.
You're tethered.
Yeah.
You're
tethered.
out of the body right now.
Yeah.
So I'll see him.
Kind of like,
See, I told you.
hey, dude, some serious shit's going down here. Like, we're gonna get in like the rom-com version of this.
What'd I miss?
Front seats to Strahd getting shut down.
Like, repeatedly. She keeps calling him old.
Literally, his name is Old One. We're
Old
using
One.
this when we see him next.
You also know this to be technically an honorific for elder, but it's fucking funny.
Okay.
It's also upsetting him a lot. Yeah.
He's doing the.
Go ahead and roll, I guess another sleight of hand for how well you patched up that seal.
7.
Not great. It's still a little loose, and you see Luca kind of smushing it a little bit as he approaches.
Big rip to that guy.
Imagine Luca, he's like, I didn't do this.
Oh, I don't remember.
Just look over
I
like,
blinked and it was open.
does this dude have any fire on him? You might want to reheat that first
He
and
doesn't.
reseal that. Okay,
I
well,
checked.
he's probably
Check.
he's probably gonna die over that.
Well, that's too damn bad.
He was always going to die. It's,
He'll be fine.
Barovia.
You hear the guards approach, and finally they approach Strahd and Tatiana. And the guards say, "My lord, this man,
Mom.
this man has a letter for you." And Strahd angrily beckons them over, and he looks Luca in the eyes.
I'm streaming.
Mom, get out! And he takes it from Worthy Hill. And
Yeah, go ahead.
do you jump in the body?
No.
Luca says, "I've been instructed to tell you that all of you that you need is in there, my lord." Paltry answer. And he takes it.
Chicken?
Paltry.
Not poultry.
Paul.
Paltry.
P-A-L.
Paltry.
Chicken answer.
I mean,
Okay.
And he waves them away. "Thank you, you may go." And he kind of softens and looks at Tatiana. "Wait. Please escort Tatiana back to the dining room. And she kind of worriedly looks at him, but he escorted her back. Do you do anything?
I'm saying here, I want to see his
Yeah, we wanna
reaction
see
to
the
what.
mouth go.
Yeah, because I don't know what the letter says.
Walk up to her. Run very fast. Run, escape this place. Some old man is gross.
She's thinking about a lot, you can see.
I'm gonna stay and do some casual shoulder reading.
Yeah.
He settles over the overlook, looking out at
Drops
village
letter.
Barovia. No. He inspects the seal, clicks a little bit, seeing that it's been muddled with.
He just.
Licks his tongue. Ugh, kids.
And he reads it. Do you want me to read it one more time, or do you remember?
Yeah, I remember the gist of it is basically like immortality.
Yeah.
Let's solve some problems. The good old magical way of fucking shit up.
You what?
If they're still in the area, generally, like after he's read through it or she's read through it, really, do you think this might be the wizard guy whose tower we found and was like he was super into super dark shit?
I think so. Yes.
Okay.
Maybe.
Maybe he was like, hey, immortality sound good to you? And then they were like, yeah, and maybe his patrons are like the dark powers or whatever, and maybe
Yeah, the ones who are keeping Strahd, yeah.
I mean, it is possible he was somewhat manipulated into being a vampire, but like, maybe not. I don't know. I'm just. This has been an interesting. This is a good read.
The last line of this letter. Should you concur, let our designated meeting place be my home in Lake Veritok, where I will play gracious host in 2 days' time. Your humble servant, Kazan.
Like the tower was by a lake, with a big. There was a big sploosh. Remember?
Yeah, there was like, didn't we see like some fucking monster in there?
Yeah, like it
The
was
little
messy. Yeah.
Yes.
The Loch Ness monster.
Go kill that monster next.
You see Strahd hold it,
It's just the wizard.
and suddenly it's engulfed in flames. Turns into ash. And he walks away, stops towards the garden, picks one of those dark irises, and leaves.
Damn, we didn't get the baby rage.
I was expecting to pick it up and like crush it or
The
something.
Kylo Ren. More!
And here's where the scene shifts again. It opens at nighttime, shrouded in trees. Strahd is on his horse.
Nice.
You all know to be named Bucephalus. It's a spotted gray and black horse with almost like red and orange ornaments braiding its mane and its tail. Gunther, you're tethered to Rahadin, once again.
Okay.
Chaos, you're tethered to Lady Lona. Lance, you are nowhere to be found.
There you go.
You're probably still Luca.
Just like, man, he's gone again, and now you're tethered back to that bitch.
Yeah.
Oof.
I'm gonna get Dean's body
Okay.
and throw him off the horse and get right back.
Okay, roll a dex check for me, please. At advantage.
8.
4.
2.
Ah, so 8.
Is it my dex?
Yeah. All you need is a 10.
All you need is love.
Yeah, so an 11.
Yeah. Yeah. So you successfully throw him off the horse. Ah!
Chaos. Loser.
Strahd looks down at him. Get up. He climbs back up there.
Purposefully goes into the body to make Alona smirk.
Yeah, she is
Oh yeah, it's
just
just love.
full of amusement.
This is my favorite thing about her. She fucking hates him.
That's good. That's good.
Point 1, lady. But eventually, you come to a cold mountain lake, enclosed by misty woods and rocky bluffs. The waters are dark, still waters. You remember them well. The trail ends at this grass-covered causeway that stretches about 100 yards across the lake to a flat, marshy island with a stone tower on it. The tower's tall, sharply pointing at the moonlit sky. Powerful griffin statues, unlike the crumbling, awful ones that you had seen before. Their wings and flanks covered with moss, perched atop buttresses that support these walls. The tower is in its prime. There's no scaffolding. There's no crumbling anything. And up above, you do see light from within. Stands about 80 feet tall.
Same tower?
Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. What do you do?
Is the lake visible from here?
Yes.
Can I just, like, peek to see if there's any activity in the water? Like,
Yeah, roll perception.
I'm just curious about the big monster. Perception is +2, so 19. 19, yes.
It is still as glass.
Nice, okay. Back to paying attention to the tower.
Strahd stops you all. Rahagin, accompany me. Lady Alona. If you would wait here in case things get dicey.
Chaos will just, like, watch her face as she, like, I imagine, just nods.
Mm-hmm. She does.
And then I'm gonna pop into her head and see is that surprising to her? Is it concerning? Is she at all curious? Like, am I gonna get another follow sequence?
She knows it means that she's the last line of defense, which is a higher honor.
Rahadin's just a little meat shield. He's the bait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He also can't kiss magic, I don't think, so he's kind of just there for physically murdering.
Cool. Alright.
You guys approach the door.
Nice.
This tower's made of. The tower door is made of iron. It's got no visible handles or hinges. You, as Gunther, recognize this door very well.
Yeah.
You see that large symbol, a connected series of lines with 8 stick figures set around it.
Well, we're gonna get to see Strahd dance.
Carved into the lintel above the door is the word Kazan.
Oh, man.
So I think for now, Chaos will pop back out
Mm-hmm.
and try to follow as much as possible.
Okay.
And then if it becomes difficult, we'll adjust.
Okay.
I want to see Strahd dance. Although Rahadin's probably gonna have to do it.
Probably.
Do it wrong on purpose.
Go ahead and roll an intelligence check at advantage.
Using mine? Because I'm not inside Rahadin right now.
Yeah. Oh, if you're not inside Rahadin, then don't worry about that. You
Okay.
roll for him.
Let him get electrocuted.
For some reason, Strahd seemed very puzzled with this puzzle. He looks at it. Strange markings.
He doesn't know what dancing is like.
What do you make of it?
I'm not inside Rahadin.
Yeah, that's fucking right. Rahadin, what did you roll for him?
I didn't roll. 16. 18.
18. I think it's some kind of dance, my lord, if you would believe it. Strahd steps back. Well, then by all means. He looks at him. And let's see how fucking well he does. Can you roll a performance for me for Rahadin?
Okay.
Does Rahadin teach Strahd how to doggy?
He got an 8.
An 8.
4 plus 4.
Okay.
Makes sense. It's not like you loosen up.
Okay. He does it, and nothing happens. You see Strahd attempt to cast magic, and he gets puzzled. His eyes narrow. As you all remember, you're under the effect of an anti-magic field. And he's gonna try.
No one likes that.
And also fail. Do you choose to assist?
Does Gunther choose to help these two?
You know the sequence.
Yeah, no, he's just gonna.
You think they're gonna get electrocuted?
No, there's no way.
Now, come on.
I'll pop into Rahadin and I'll touch the door.
What?
Pop into Rahadin and I'll touch the door.
Make a dexterity saving throw, Rahadin, please.
Willingly failing it.
Okay.
In his body.
Alright,
And then
alright.
Yeah, you'll make him take the damage.
Would you like to roll the 4d10 lightning damage
Sure.
that Rahadin takes?
Ooh. He dies.
That's like getting hit with a shotgun.
Okay, so 6, 11, plus 9, 20.
Okay, so he takes 20 lightning damage as he is fucking electrocuted.
Christy Rahadin.
Strahd looks at him. What is wrong with you?
This is the best day.
But the door pops open. Seemingly amused, though. And Strahd saunters in. You can also at least make it to the first floor.
Okay.
And inside, you guys see something you didn't see before, actually.
There may be something
There that wasn't there before. You step across this threshold of Kazan's Wizard Tower, and you are first hit with the scent of dried herbs and exotic spices. Hints at sort of the alchemical wonders that you can see that lie beyond. There are coats and robes and cloaks that hang neatly on this ornate coat rack, awaiting the return or maybe the usage of their master. The floor beneath you is flagstone, very cool and pristine.
Very cool. Thank you, Kazan.
You do see sort of an alchemical workshop before you, and shelves of glass vials, flasks, jars, a central work table in the center of the room. It's scattered with parchment and diagrams and a bunch of vials and tubes, very haphazardly set about. But you do also see that center plate with the 4 golems attached to it. What you remember to be functioning sort of as an elevator. What do you do?
Just
watching.
letting them fucking figure it out.
Go ahead and roll an investigation for Rahadin. Holy shit, Strahd is not fucking really hot today. Oh my god.
Amazing.
Great.
So they kind of walk around looking at everything, but
Rahadin falls
These
in a hole.
idiots somehow conquered this place.
they're not in great spirits tonight, apparently. But they do eventually come to the center of the floor. And,
Because they're both getting cock-blocked all the time.
yeah,
Strahd by Sergei and Rahadin by Alona.
and can perceive well enough that this must go somewhere.
No. Really?
Strahd looks up.
Rahadin, Rahadot.
Hello. There's nothing for a moment until these chains start to clatter and move. And unlike before, where they were rusty, they were haphazard, it's not like that anymore. They're smooth, they're oiled, they travel up very well. And you ascend to the second floor. This is where you start to have some troubles. Chaos. In terms of that.
Real quick, Mukul says they gotta go to sleep, but they're gonna keep us lurking on their PC, so it counts toward our viewership.
Oh my goodness!
What a
love
real
you
one.
all.
Thank you!
Yes, and they're gonna go catch up on our stuff on YouTube. So,
Nice.
Perfect!
Mukul, it was wonderful meeting you. Thank you.
It's
Have
been
a
a
good
pleasure.
night.
See you again.
Oh my goodness. So you ascend to the second floor. On the second floor is...
I don't think I can come with.
Alright, bye. I will bully him.
Thank you.
No, just doing God's work.
Take notes.
The room's expansive, stretching too far and too wide. Every inch of it adorned with the trappings of sort of a sanctuary for a mage. Bookshelves rising from floor to ceiling. This impressive labyrinth of knowledge. Tomes of all sizes and colors. scrolls delicately tied with silk ribbons and ancient grimoires and faded leather covers, all in meticulous order. Really comfy, nice armchairs. You look at them and you just want to sink right into them.
No, I don't.
Aww. And writing desks. Little instruments, almost like astronomy instruments.
Why is a raven like a writing desk?
Oh my god.
Nevermore!
No, we see too much of that would fucking fall the House of Usher.
Great show.
Yeah, great show. Unabashedly love the music. So you can hear and shit. Michael, what the fuck? Get back!
He's pooping.
Yeah!
Damn, okay, chill.
But here, you see, sitting in one of the chairs, a man who appears to be in his late 50s, very tall and lean, with stature that is both full of strength and just a little bit ethereal. His skin is very pale, almost ashen, the stark contrast to the dark attire that he seems to favor. His eyes are this piercing shade of green, almost glowing faintly with inner arcane light. They hold this depth of knowledge and a hint of madness, a window into the soul that seems to be understanding more than most. His face is very gaunt. He's got these sharp cheekbones and a long, narrow nose. His neatly trimmed beard, a little peppered with gray, it's framing his chin. These long robes of deep black embroidered with like subtle, dark red runes that almost seem to shift in mood in that candlelight. And around his neck hangs this amulet. It's stone, very dark and inscrutable, pulsing with this very quiet power. You're meeting Kazan, and you're there too. You see Lance and Luca.
I wonder if Kazan or whatever, if something's gonna like go wrong and he becomes the Mad Mage.
But the biggest thing that you notice
Maybe.
about him, something that sticks out the most, is that the tips of his ears and nose are dark, most frostbitten. His fingers, too.
His fingies.
He might be
Lips are
somehow
cracked.
connected to that bitch!
Which one?
The one that made
Yeah.
a deal with Lance.
Oh,
Yes.
it's Iggy Iggs.
You notice this, too, of course.
It reminds me of like the state I have. Okay. And Luca, or I'm sorry, Luca has it?
Luca doesn't. Kazan does.
Kazan, yeah, okay.
Alakazam.
Shazam!
That's what I was thinking.
Do you guys do anything? Say anything to each other?
Not particularly.
Lance.
Wave. Yeah, say hi. Yeah, what's up? yeah.
Yeah.
I've been bullying Rahadin. I made him fall off his horse.
I just woke up. I'm here now. I'm here.
What's been happening?
Yeah, what has been happening?
So
The scene just started. I don't know.
He's waking up. He's waking.
I'm waking up.
Dress!
You've been prepping for Strahd's arrival, mostly. You've been, doing standard things like
Yeah,
getting
prepping.
refreshments ready and stuff like that. But
Beauty routine.
Kazan just came back from a visit to his patrons. Kazan doesn't tell you where. Kazan doesn't tell you why. He doesn't tell you who they are. But you know that they did that to him, and you know that he gained power from them.
From who exactly?
His patrons.
His patrons. Does Luca know anything about this patron or these patrons?
Go ahead and roll an insight.
Natural 20.
Nice!
Woo!
Kazan has a teleportation circle upstairs. That's how he gets there. He refuses to tell you exactly where it goes to, but you know him to study magic that most wouldn't. He studies life magic and death magic. All of the magic that he does takes a great toll upon himself, but at a great gain. And with a natural 20, you know that he is searching for the secret to Lichdom.
Ooh.
As Lance,
He's got a
he'll go
lich.
upstairs and just kind of look at the teleportation circle and see if it looks familiar to him.
Yeah, go ahead and roll an Arcana.
A 4.
A 4.
F-
That is a magic circle. It looks
It's a
really
circle.
good too. Someone did it
Yeah.
very well. They know what they're doing.
Do you say anything before you just wander upstairs?
He just like a
Like
set.
ghost, yeah.
Like you guys know that gif of Winnie the Pooh, like actually that's like
I would expect anything less.
Where are you going?
I need to go
Go where?
somewhere.
What does that mean? Brother! Fall to his knees.
Did
Oh,
he
you're
die? Die?
Yeah, he comes back the same. Nothing.
What do you mean nothing?
oh my god.
Okay.
You get back down. Kazan rises. He says, "My Lord Strahd, what an honor it is to be in your presence." He gets up and he bows. "Forgive me, I don't know what greeting is customary." And Strahd looks at him. "You've done enough. I'm not in the mood for ceremony tonight." You see he is a little bit more on edge than he's ever been.
Wow, the edgelord's even edgier. Wow.
He's hedging.
I'm magic.
I fucking...
He's over the edge.
Kazan kind of goes over to the refreshments that Luke had prepared and starts pouring them himself. "Then let us meet as allies, fellow intellectuals, yes? Is your companion of the state of mind?" And he motions to Rahadin, and Strahd says, "Rahadin is here per my request. A man in my position has many enemies."
Make him jump off again.
Get in and just make him fall down.
Is he in the right
Just.
Roll a dex check against Rahadin's will.
Can I acrobatics?
Yes.
Okay.
I love your just trolling
14.
me.
Well, you're fighting his body.
You,
now.
yep, absolutely. He fucking just falls to the floor.
Get back out.
Start choking him.
Just wrapping the cord around his neck.
That doesn't do anything, but he does trip and hisses and brushes. "Forgive me." And Strahd just is so fucking done. "Rahadin is here per my request. A man in my position has many enemies and knows no matter how much power or knowledge you
You always
gain."
need a meat shield.
Just get in his bone. That's not yours. I'm so sorry.
It's no excuse to be negligent. A wise choice, though I'd expect nothing less from you, Lord Zarlich. I hope you also then pardon the presence of my apprentice, Luka Antonov. Do you do anything? Oh my god, he's having like a fucking moment with the dog.
Oh.
Good boy.
Luca pets the dog.
Do you do anything?
No, we're chilling.
Okay. Kazan goes to pour everyone wine. You, Lance, know that something's not right
With the
that
wine? Wrong flavor.
Death flavored.
Death
actually.
flavored. It's poison.
Ooh, maybe he kills them and then brings them back and stuff. Just to like experiment, and then they're like, "What the fuck?"
Who made the wine?
Bro.
Who made the wine?
The wine is from the Wizard of Wines, actually, but you put the poison in yourself as Luca.
Oh,
Oh, sheesh.
brother, they're going. The wine's poisoned. Looks like. I don't know. They're all going to die.
Wow, that's interesting.
Huh?
Let's watch.
Bottoms up.
Cheers!
Kazan hands it all out, and at last takes his.
Oh, and just in case anything dramatic's about to go down involving Alona, Chaos would move to like, since she can't go up, to the door to see Alona and like watch her.
Yeah.
And just keep an ear out.
Okay. Yeah.
Be in
absolutely.
between.
To newfound alliances and the formidable power that they bring. I'm gonna roll something kind of important. Thank fuck. Strahd looks at his. Stops Rahadin.
Slap.
Drink it.
Looks right in his eyes. Casts magic.
Well, can he? Is the anti-magic field?
Realizes he can't.
Ooh, yeah.
And holds it. And Kazan gives him a knowing nod.
Very good, you passed my test.
And at that moment, lightning strikes, and the scene shifts to much later in the conversation. They've talked pleasantries, learned that Kazan once lived in Baldur's Gate, but in his travels...
Baldur's Gate! Whoa!
Do you know Carla?
It's the
You won! It's Baldur's Gate 1! Where's 2 and 3?
Oh man, these characters are so cool.
And in that moment, Astarion breaks through the door. I'm Astarion.
And Chaos is just like,
That's how he became.
No, where's Shadowheart?
Are you sniffing?
just somehow Lance just.
Yeah, buddy.
Wow. So you're a basic bitch.
Oh, shit. But it's much later in the conversation. After leaving that place, in his travels he came to the valley in search of ancient relics and the presence of Saloon and Lathander. This is the first time you've heard those names specifically used for deities in this valley. And he took up residence in this abandoned tower, making it his home.
What about Saloon and Lathander? Sorry.
He came to the valley in search of ancient relics and also knowledge of the presence of Saloon and Lathander.
Oh, so he's here. Knowledge of there. Here? Question mark.
And Strahd kind of sits back. You're oppressive, Zen. I don't say that of much people. To hear it from one such as you challenges my humility, Lord Strahd. Though what I find so intriguing is your letter. You seem to understand things you shouldn't. You mentioned not only yourself, but your patrons. Patrons driven by the allure of secrets, is that right? How deep, exactly,
Is your love?
do you and your patrons' secrets run? Kazan kind of sits back. Now we've arrived at the interesting part. As a fellow pursuer of knowledge, I'm sure you know that one can never stop learning. Truly, even our mentors need mentors. I came to this valley, yes, for the history, yes, for the relics, but also because I learned of a place right in this valley where ancient knowledge is imprisoned. A repository of arcane knowledge so profound and so perilous that few dare to seek it.
Imprisoned.
And for those worthy enough to let it free,
Iclios with the dagger and
there would
the...
be great reward. Power and understanding greater than those too close-minded to wield it. Power these patrons possess, I assume. You assume correctly, my lord. Strahd points at Kazan and he says, "Did they do this to you?" Kazan. "And what of this repository? Why bring it to my attention?" "Because, my lord, within its walls lie secrets that could grant unimaginable power that could change the very fabric of our existence. But it requires strength of will and ambition to harness, traits I believe possess." "To what end?" Kazan pauses again, and he starts undoing the top part of his robes. And
Oh my, sexy.
just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Old man nudity, no! Saggy man boobs!
Here, everyone in the room sees almost like a blast-like arcane wound. And you can see and tell it is seeping the life out of where Kazan's heart should be.
Good.
Knowledge wasn't my only aim in finding what I sought in the valley. I, like you, had the chance to make many enemies in my pursuits. One such enemy dealt me what would have been a fatal blow in time. But I was too determined for that. I knew my time wasn't done, and what I had left to achieve would not be cast aside by the hands of another. I only had to be willing to accept offers, gifts others may shrink from. You too are plagued by death. My patrons have seen it. Maybe not like mine, but you see the years pass by like seconds, robbing you of what might have been. Those who have what you once possessed have taken everything from you, through no fault of your own. But you could take it back, hold it forever, and gain whatever you desire, your heart's deepest desire. Who could resist that? That is the gift my patrons offer for those strong enough, driven enough to accept. Strahd takes a moment, stares him right in the eyes. Do you think I haven't been promised such things before? From charlatans and treasonous swindlers who seek to fool and usurp me? Would a charlatan be so vulnerable with their own secrets if they had something greater to gain? There's a big silence, and then Strahd motions to Rahadin to get up. Thank you, Kazan, for the hospitality and the offer of allyship, but I will pursue my goals as I see fit. I don't need benefactors or patrons to garnish strength. My own has served me all my life. Kazan sort of straightens then and kind of adjusts himself in his chair, and he says, I'm sad to hear it, my lord. And sad to hear you never made it back to Castle Ravenloft to take some time and think about it. And that's where I would like you to roll initiative as Rahadin, you to roll initiative as Luca Antonov, and you to roll initiative as Lady Ilona.
Oh shit!
14.
8.
Wizard battle, wizard battle! Let's do it!
Oh shit! Alright. What's her initiative? Does it not say, or is it just dex?
It would just be
Dex.
dex.
Okay. 21. Wow.
Alright. 21. And then we had a what and a what?
14.
14?
8.
8? Okay, perfect. There is our lineup. Fantastic. How does he see this? Not quickly at all. He does not expect this. Alright. So first is going to be you. You can't hear too well.
Right.
You don't see anything out of place at the moment. But it's been a while. They've been talking for quite some time. You do anything?
I think at that point, if it started making chaos antsy, she would have gone over to Ilona and seen if she felt antsy at all.
Uh-huh.
To kind of determine whether or not she could get her to start moving in the direction of the conversation.
Lady Ilona is definitely by the door, and over time has wandered in. Well, the door closed, so she can't wander in just yet. But she's there.
Okay. Yeah, I think up until this point, she would have just gauged that, and if there's no telltale sign that shit's about to go down, I don't think at this point she would have done anything.
Okay.
So.
I think Gunther's next, technically.
Oh yeah. Yep. Go.
2 fucking poison daggers
Oh shit.
at Old Man K.
Absolutely.
Okay. Oh.
The lowest is a 20.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
That misses.
Okay. So he takes 2, 6 poison damage
Uh-huh.
plus 10 piercing,
Uh-huh.
followed by 8 poison damage
Woo!
and 9 piercing.
Very, very, very nice. Amazing. Anything else?
Nope, that's all he
He's
does.
waking up.
You.
Okay, so I'm a little confused. So Luca is he's siding with yeah, okay, so so I don't know, like I feel like Lance wouldn't like I don't know, fight you guys.
That's up to you.
Yeah, I feel like
Well, Lance can technically stay out of it.
yeah.
Luca.
Go ahead and roll an intel just as Lance. Lance.
Okay. That's a 14. I'm sorry, 16.
What has happened has happened.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Yeah. Okay.
You force Luca to fight his own master.
Yeah. Right. Well,
I was always in your shadow.
I guess I'll use.
And if you want to be involved in the conflict, you can play the stat block in combat, but you don't have to do it as Lance. It's up to you how you want to take it. But I'm giving you agency over that.
I think Lance is more interested in like what he has going on upstairs.
Lance goes,
Yeah?
Yeah, might go back up there. Go do something.
Okay.
So as Luca, he'll go sprint upstairs. he'll just go,
Okay,
he'll just
yeah,
go, he'll just go
absolutely. So use your action to fucking awesome.
Or,
Do it.
Or he'll misty step upstairs.
Yeah,
Or,
perfect.
yeah,
Even
go.
better. You hear,
Think I'm about to steal.
Can he Misty Step? Isn't there an anti-magic field, or is it not applicable to them?
Luca can do it.
Ah.
Okay. Yeah, so he'll teleport upstairs, or as far as he can. Let's
Right. Very, very nice. You feel something about the energy of the room shift.
go. When I get upstairs.
As you cast your magic
Uh-huh.
and this battle has begun, something about the energy in this place changes.
Can Luca tell what it is?
Go ahead and roll an insight. Actually, no, roll an arcana.
It's a 23.
Anti-magic field is dropped.
Okay.
Oh, is it time to party?
Spaghetti-o. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so you ascend up to the top floor, and you see these very old wooden rafters sort of bending under the weight of this tower roof, even though it is still well intact. And there's pulleys where those iron chains had supported the elevator platform, and this small table and chairs near the fireplace. This is the right one. And you see this dome ceiling, and it's this masterpiece of enchanted crystal, allowing actually a clear view of the sky above. And this is a series of like telescopes and celestial charts. But what you do notice here is something that you also had Lance had seen in this tower, which is that large, ornate wooden desk with the map of Barovia carved into it.
What does Luca know about it? Or what does Luca know, like, what is done here? Why does he have all these telescopes?
He is an observer of the celestial bodies. Salin and Lathander, being associated with the moon and light and sun, has always intrigued him. So it's more of a fascination to him.
Okay.
But also, he knows that desk serves another purpose, to guide Kazan where he needs to go.
It's so weird. Okay. While he's observing, that'll be my turn.
Okay. Alright. Armin, Kazan here. He is going to He's gonna cast Mage Armor on himself. Get that AC up, and that's his action. Go back here. Yes. That up. Oh, Jesus. Don't grab that from me.
Whoa.
Then
Whoa.
you see kind of Strahd turn, and he notices that the anti-magic field is down. And clearly this is a challenge, as opposed to a fight. There's something else with this. And he rushes forward.
His Strahd sense is tingling.
Yeah, his Strahd sense is tingling. He rushes forward, and he's going to attempt a vampiric touch.
Oh, so is he vampire?
No, it's just a spell.
You go ahead and roll perception.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Perception 14.
All right. You can start to see the flashes of magic above you.
So Alone, I'm inside. Alona's outside the door, and the door is shut.
Mm-hmm.
Can I open the door?
Yeah.
Jump with the body and
Nice.
try to make her move.
Absolutely.
Transfer knowledge.
Move on forward.
I spend all my sorcery points. No, I'm just kidding.
You spend all your sorcery points? Oh my god.
And then as Ilona, I guess I'll just... So it's the only way upstairs, that elevator?
You can see? Yeah.
And I can't see them from the ground floor, right?
Not at the moment, but you can definitely hear them because they are in the floor above you.
Okay, so she's just gonna use her action to dash inside and try to get the elevator down, I suppose, because I don't have any, I don't have a way to poof.
You know that the elevator does activate by will, and so you start to ascend.
Nice.
So, go!
2 more poison daggers at that nerd.
Do it.
Lowest is a 17.
Absolutely.
Okay, it's the first one. 4, 5, 6 poison, followed by 8 piercing. And then 5 poison, followed by 8 more piercing.
Very, very nice. Awesome. Good shit.
And then Gunther will go upstairs as well.
He's
not actually participating in the fight. He just wants to know what's going on.
Yeah, you guys hear the clatter going on. What do you do, Lance?
He'll I mean, he's just kind of gonna be frantically looking for anything that pertains to Kazan.
Yeah.
And just to learn more about him as he can. So whether that's scouring Luca's mind or going through any journals or diaries, that's what he'll be doing.
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll an investigation.
Okay. That's a...
Excuse me.
13. No, 12. 12. Yeah.
Okay. So, you do see a lot of his celestial observations, mostly tracking how time is passing. But the big thing that you see is on his desk, in the area of Mount Gacchus, there are numerous blood streaks, like a hand has been wiped over it with blood multiple times.
Oh yeah, I remember the desk had the map carved into it instead of like
Yeah.
that.
Okay. Is it fresh? Is it fresh blood?
Not too fresh, but it's frequently used.
You'll see Gunther come up and say, "Brother, help me. I think Kazan is somehow connected to Ecleo somehow.
Yeah.
Help me investigate here."
Okay.
It's my turn.
Oh,
Yeah, he's...
Oh, eyes, what you see?
You're downstairs, both of you are upstairs. Wizard battle. Chaos.
So cool!
How long would it take the elevator to get to?
Maybe
Elevator
about
music.
30 seconds.
Okay.
This is music.
So as soon as it's in view, or like the fight, Ilona will, Chaos will separate once she's on the elevator. And I'm not entirely sure how this will work, but we'll deal with her first. She will magic missile as soon as she sees Kazan. And then Chaos, because I was able to use my detect magic, Chaos will Misty Step to them if I can see them. Or once I can see them. Or see the tethers, whatever.
You can see the tethers. Yeah.
So Chaos will up by them.
Okay.
And Ilona will magic missile butt face.
Roll that magic missile.
I believe it just hits. So I have to just roll damage, right?
That's right. Roll that damage.
Such a nice little thing, even though it's not like amazing damage, but oh, it hits.
Damage is damage.
It's true. So it's a first level.
3d4 plus 3.
Sure. Yeah. I was like, do I want to make it second? Nah. Oh, where my other d4? That's okay.
There's one right here.
Right. But I don't like rolling my glass dice with the other dice. Okay, so it's 2, 4, 7. Well, 7 damage. Oh, plus 1 each. So no, plus 1 each.
So,
So
10.
plus 3. Yeah, 10 force damage.
Nice. Absolutely.
And then I think all her stuff is an action. Shiro. Action. What is guidance? Action. Yeah, okay. So that's all she will do, and then Chaos will pop up and be like, so what are we doing while those fucks?
We are looking
Working
for
out.
stuff.
Also, what happened? Fill me in. She'll start pawing through stuff.
The old mage is connected to Iglios. He wanted, we think, he wanted Strahd to partner with him to do evil and obey his masters, and Strahd was like, no, my strength has always gotten me through because I am strong.
Right, and I think the mage wanted to be a lich, so
Oh.
maybe
When
he
did he
is.
say that?
Well, this flesh bag knows it.
Is this flashback? Okay.
You
Okay.
see that flashback just like breathing and like just like regretting his life choices right now.
Well, okay, so looking for signs of Iglios, lichdom, bad stuff. Got it. She'll
Yeah.
start
Give us clues for the present day.
head for
Yeah.
books or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll investigations again, everybody.
Loot.
Woo!
9. 10.
Plus things. Stop looking at my dice when I roll.
5.
5, 10. You
9.
said
9.
9.
And then I don't think I have too much.
To be fair, we can't really
11.
manipulate stuff.
11. Okay.
Well, we can. It just doesn't really affect anything.
As you look further, you do find components of necromantic magic. You do find scrolls in Necro that you remember when you were in the meeting with the Keepers of the Feather. They told you those scrolls that they had found in that same room, actually, were rituals and spells in Necro, language of undead and necromancers. You find in writings and charts, diagrams, alluding to the patrons, but it is very clear that there's been a concerted effort to not say who they are or where they are.
Okay.
You also
Bless you.
Blessed be you.
that in some of these writings, in some of these books, and some of the things that you see Saloon and Lathander synonymously used with Mother Night and Morning Lord.
Yeah.
But there's no mention of Shar.
Sure.
Is there a smell of shart?
Also, even though you don't know exactly where he heads to, where this circle beneath you, as you come to know through the writings, would take you, it is always alluded to when he travels to the mountains, when he journeys through the tundra, when he crosses the pass. So you know wherever this to be relatively located would be more around the snowy mountains and pass of Mount Gacchus.
He the mad mage, I'm telling you.
Yeah, seems like it.
But he seems like bad news. But it seems like he also apparently lost his mind. But that makes sense because he was saying his magic comes at a cost, basically.
Yeah, you said
Can I, as
he's
Chaos,
fine.
roll religion about Lathander and Saloon?
yeah.
Because I feel like she'd... I don't know that she'd be necessarily, like, super familiar, but, like, I feel like that's more like, oh, those people, I know those people.
Go for it.
Okay, so do you want me to roll once for both or once each?
Go ahead and roll for both.
Religion's maybe a +1, so let's see. Religion, +1, so 14.
Yeah. Is that for Salen?
Oh, I thought you wanted me for both, so I'll say that one was for Lathander.
Okay, for Lathander.
Does his name written first?
Yeah, Lathander is the Morning Lord. You do recognize the name Very popular where you're from.
Basic.
Very, very popular where you're from, but the connection between that and the Morning Lord kind of clicks in this moment. You know, all of the iconography that you've seen, all of the symbols that you've seen, you're like, oh.
That guy.
And it strikes as interesting that somehow these names got lost in translation over these 400 years.
Okay. And then that's funny, I rolled higher for her. That's just +1, so 17 for
You vibe with her, Goddess of the Moon, you know her very well. To see her in the figure of Mother Night is very interesting.
because she's depicted kind of
It
as evil.
strikes you as taking liberties. But yeah.
I knew I liked this bitch.
It's okay. Moon Goddess, not as cool as a Raven. This place is kind of just boring. Whatever.
I don't describe
I'm ready to go.
either, but gotta say I vibe with the motifs. It's okay, buddy. I'm not
I'm saying.
This is
conversing at
Bible
this point.
study for this.
I'm just saying.
Your god is cool. I totally
Moon
agree.
Goddess didn't help us in any way. She's kind of a pogue.
Yet. Maybe we just haven't gotten there.
Whatever, I'm just saying. Okay.
Do you guys do anything else in your turns?
No.
No. Examine the map as much as I can.
Memorize it.
Yeah, just
Yeah. Very much tracking too that those bloodstains are really around the same place that is being mentioned.
This dude, the Mad Mage,
I think so.
and the imprisoned thing.
Yeah, I think it's somewhere in the mountains.
Yeah. Because I assume we do the TLDR of everything that's gone on. Ikleos imprisoned. Knowledge bad.
Probably.
Patrina dagger.
Yeah, that's all tracks.
That
That guy has like weird body parts like landstones.
Right.
Oh, weird body parts. Oh, okay.
The
Sorry, bud.
frost.
Yeah.
Yes.
The decrepit, ugly, yes.
Yes, I know.
You know,
I know.
Scarred forever.
just based on the descriptions and it's on the tips of a lot of things, so I just.
I'm so sorry for your dick.
Just looks down.
It's a dixicle.
It's just always cold.
It's not even hard.
It's just the bad weather, I swear.
Come on, get up! Get up! Not again!
You know, they have medicine for that now.
Okay.
Downstairs, the battle is raging on, but even though it is very, very close, you do see that Strahd starts to prevail against Kazan, which is very interesting, considering he's not in his home base.
Kazan's taking fucking daggers to the chest every 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Like-
No, Rahadin is definitely not helping, and his
Putting in the work.
apprentice abandoning him did not do him well. And
Oh, that sucks.
The second time that Lance got Luca killed.
but yeah, it is raging on downstairs. And as Strahd strikes a final blow, you guys upstairs hear everything quiet. And it ends.
Are they dead?
Let's go check. Pop my head down.
Yeah, just through the floor because
Yeah.
we're incorporeal.
Yeah.
Very nice. So,
Shroud's looting him.
he's like
Rummaging through his
teabagging
body.
over his corpse.
Just go back to Rahadin and cut his finger on one of the daggers.
As he puts it back in, he's just poisoned.
Drink the wine and then leave.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this looks good.
As you guys look down,
Make him trip into it. Mouth open.
you see
Into the fireplace.
Strahd holding Kazan almost by like the hair and like looking up at him, and Kazan on his knees. So clearly, Strahd is won. And Strahd says to him, "Your power and cunning are too valuable to waste, Kazan. I'll hold a place for you in my court should you choose to accept it. You're right. It is essential to possess like-minded companions in a world where people like us aren't often understood. You have 3 days. Take some time and think on it." He like throws his face down and you start to descend with Rahadin and Lady Alona. and you guys see Kazan frantically reach and rip that amulet off that he had, and you see it closer, and it's a triangular shard of amber.
Is it about dagger size?
It's not dagger size, but it is very sharp like that. So yours is a little bit bigger. His is probably about this big.
But it's the same kind of symbol.
It's still amber.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is. He rips it off and he throws it to Strahd. He says, "Wait. If you have a change of heart, a drop of your life essence will show you the way." And Strahd takes it, basically, and they descend.
Bad.
We know how to find the place now.
We need that fucking necklace.
And that's where we're gonna take our break.
Hey.
We will be right back in 15 minutes. Don't go away.
Like, comment, subscribe. Obey.
Alright, here we go. Press it on 3, 2, 1, bye.
I'm curious what's the D4 one.
Which one?
My D4. Or my space set.
No.
Hopefully we'll find
Space.
it.
Final
Todd probably
frontier.
stole it or something.
No.
It's right here.
You
It looks
probably ate it.
Oh, it fell.
I see
Sorry,
Todd
Todd.
is getting all the pets right now as we're back from break.
And all the hair is falling everywhere, including into my beard.
He's
Hairball.
very, very happy.
Hit him with those cheese grater.
Good kid.
Well, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, we
think-
learned a lot. Learned a lot, didn't we?
Hey, that's my dice.
Hey,
What did you do?
really?
And then he ran away.
Did he try and steal that?
Yeah, he was like batting
He's
out
trying to
all the
like
stuff.
bite them.
No, he
Oh
bit my
my
hand.
God.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, that. Okay.
It's like I was hoping
He
we
bit you
could
in the
glaze
rat.
over that.
Because I'm trying to
Oh my
prevent
God.
this stupid motherfucker from swallowing dice. Forgive me. I'll just feed you chocolate.
You've offended his people.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Anyway. So, Strahd just had a bitch fight.
Yeah.
Well, we're ransacking this
Oh,
old
what happened?
wizard's house.
What?
That was weird. We went out for a second and then came back in.
Ah.
Oh, anyway.
All right. Let's hop back to it. So as you all descend this elevator, our scene shifts. You guys are on the way back from Velaki. You've taken some time to head down that road and take some time in town as you're traveling on foot. And are heading back the other way, back towards the castle after visiting Kazan. You're still in pretty much the same bodies with the exception of you, who you have taken the body of Silithandor Bifarius. Who's agreed to accompany them on the way
Wonderful.
back, so please
Wonderful.
take the statistics
Yes.
of a gladiator.
Alright.
So,
Actually, Gladiator is actually pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
say
they're
really good.
solid.
Do you still have
Yeah.
that paper?
No, he has.
No. This I thought I.
That's Sergey.
Yeah, there is no paper. It's
Yeah.
just
Oh,
the
just
stat-
lit. That's right.
statistics of a gladiator.
Yeah. Gladiators are pretty good.
They're
Better than
pretty
Sergey.
They're pretty bricked up, yeah.
Gladiator 5e.
Sergey is a man of the cloth, okay? The fact that he fights that well at all is a gift. Cringe. Okay, whatever.
Here we go.
So you guys are on the way back. You guys are camping now, as you're getting closer. And everyone, please roll a survival.
Natural 1.
Oh, shit.
Survival is wisdom, right?
Yep.
17 for Ilona. If it was me, it'd be higher.
Oh, I see.
19.
Okay. With everyone's rolls, it's pretty easy to stay on the main road, avoid any kind of noises that you might hear.
So are we in the woods at this point?
You are in the woods. Like I said before, these woods are not really as you remember them. They are very standard night woods. But what you hear after a little bit is the howling of wolves. Ever closer as time passes on. You do anything?
I don't think chaos would do anything in particular. Just watch.
Yeah, just wait. See what happens.
Let these bitches fight.
See why we're seeing this scene.
Absolutely.
Strahd takes over the wolves. He raises the wolves. The wolves don't raise him.
Upon getting to one of those gates that you see interspersed around the realm, you pass through those and come to more of a familiar crossroads. Hearing some of those wolves more in the distance, the party decides to go more inward towards the river, which you know to be more towards the Sair Falls, which you had seen Madame Eva's encampment before. It's at this time that those howlings start to get closer. Everyone roll a perception check, please.
Oh, that's such bullshit. Even even try to bite you.
He knows I'm not the
A 10.
28.
Or actually, I don't know what her perception is.
A 2.
I think.
Really, bitch?
Yeah, it's the same.
What do you get?
A 10.
10. You see and hear a little bit of rustling, and you see almost like the shadow-like figures of like humanoids flanking this road.
Nice.
You look from side to side.
Oh, it's the werewolves. They're werewolves.
I mean, at this
The
point, they're
mountain
probably
men.
just,
The mountain men.
they're probably just a regular dude at this point.
We done now?
You continue on?
I mean, I'm not in his body, but just letting him do whatever.
Yeah. No, they take note of this, and they venture on with caution. And eventually, they hear the wolf howling from the front, and all of them turn that way, and you guys see 3 wolves, huge, dire-like wolves, come up behind them and howl, and they turn towards that side, and 4 more
They are
Like-
surrounded.
their other side,
Oh, nice.
and they are surrounded. So, let's do some more combat.
Let's go. Been there, done that.
Let's
Oh,
see.
not
Go
as
ahead
good as
and heal up if you had taken any damage, which I don't think you did.
9.
Rahadin had taken damage from touching the door.
That's right.
What a bitch.
What a fucking idiot. 12 for Rahadin.
Okay.
Motherfucker makes 3 attacks.
Yeah, bro.
Bruh.
Remember
Okay.
when he dunked on
Yeah.
Star Guy? Felt good.
This would be like a level 9 adventurer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Lady Alona's.
Probably, like level 10, honestly, but whatever.
Yeah, she's like 65 HP. Well, she's a. Oh, she's a wizard. Someone that.
Probably wizard, yeah.
Alright, so you had gotten initiative wise.
12.
12, what about you?
7.
Uh-huh.
11.
Alright.
That was just really good.
Aw, he's next to each other. Brother.
Yeah.
Alright, and then we have... Where are my guys? There they are. Oh, Okay. What's he gonna do? He's gonna do this.
So cracks me up that it's the S.
Stupid fucking ass, yeah. Alright. They get the jump on you.
Nice.
Let's begin.
Werewolves.
It could be werewolves.
Yeah, they
The
were.
weird-
They
Werewolves!
they're about to be werewolves.
Oh my god.
Alright, so here we go.
I'll have you know that's a pun.
I'm actually really ashamed right now.
How did you say that and not know it was a pun?
I just don't like to think it is, because I
Yeah?
don't like to think of myself capable of that.
It sucks.
Of capable of what? Quality humor?
Cool. Okay.
Quality humor is debatable!
Okay.
Alright, so there's 7 of
No,
them.
that makes sense. You guys just aren't, smart. No.
Damn!
Talking to
2
those
on
two.
you, 2 on you, 2 on Strahd, 1 on you.
I repeat my name.
2. Alright. So they're gonna make a couple attacks.
Okay.
Is there 7 or 8?
There are 7.
Okay.
1 is going to
Again,
hit
I'm just
you
saying, the
with
sexist. The two are targeting all the men here.
Well, my gladiator could be a woman.
Silithandor Bifarius was previously described as a man.
Yeah, you're right.
So we have a 23 for a
Miss.
bite attack. Miss?
Miss.
Okay.
What? I don't know. AC is like
It hits you with a 23.
25, I guess? I don't know.
Oh my
but
God.
does miss,
Crazy.
but does miss you with his claw attack. So
Jeez, Christ, I don't even know how he does it.
That's why he uses him as a meat shield. He's got
Yeah.
such high AC.
He's thick
Strahd
as
makes
fuck.
sense.
Thick as fuck.
Okay, take 3 piercing damage, please.
like a body
The
carry.
You
5.
made the stat block.
Okay.
2 for you.
That's a whoo.
13 does not hit you. I
13
think.
misses.
Okay. Ooh, oh my god, a 9 does not hit
Oh,
you.
God.
9 misses.
So it snarls at you, bites claws, but you
It's got a
side of
shoot.
it.
Chaos
One-
as the tether just goes, hey guys, remember when we had to do this?
All
Good
right.
times.
21 to hit you with the bite. Yes.
Who are you talking to?
You.
Yes.
And another 21 to hit you with the claw.
Strangely, that one doesn't. No.
Oh my god. Actually, it does not hit. Okay.
I don't know what to tell you.
Take 2 piercing damage, and also please take. Let's see. 1, 3, 5 slashing from the claws. And then we're gonna go with Strahd.
Would you take him
No,
if you found him at
technically
the beach?
Gunther first.
Oh, they're
I would make sure he wasn't somebody else's
okay.
cat. But
Yes, they are going to hit Strahd.
You know me.
They do not
Even
hit
if
him
he
with
tried
that,
biting you?
but they do hit him with
What'd you say?
that.
So I asked, would you take him home if you found him at the beach?
No.
and I said I would, but to make sure he no one else's cat first.
It's just, no.
No.
Dang.
I would chase him away.
All right. 1 does get a nice claw attack on Strahd.
I rescued a skunk. What makes you think I'm not gonna rescue a cat?
2 poison daggers. Rahadin throws them out. Lowest is a 17.
Absolutely.
But what are skunks but the cats of the woods?
2, 6 poison. And 7 piercing.
Okay.
His hair is on my face.
Followed by, if I can pick up the fucking dice. 6 more poison. And 8 more piercing.
All right. Sounds good. Take that, werewolf.
Stonks 6969 says hello, Moosauce.
69.6.
Oh!
That's my buddy Wally.
Oh shit!
Hi, Wally.
Nice.
Oh my god!
What's
hi!
up, Wally?
Oh! Is that
Nice.
the happy noise?
That was a happy noise.
Holy shit!
Was that Wally?
That was Wally.
Wally.
Hi!
Wally, welcome to the party.
What up, Wally?
And hello, Blam.
Hello! Hi, Glam! Alright. Anything else?
Nope.
Alright. Strahd is going to turn towards... He's going to turn towards the... the 3 behind him.
Damn, he's getting triple.
And he's going to move this in such a way that hits them and not you guys. He's going to cast a fucking fireball.
Fireball. Din, 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 din.
What is their save? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. One of them fails, the other 2 pass, but that's okay. They still take a shit ton of damage. 10, 14.
Stock69696 says, when are you guys getting into the hot tub for the stream? That's on our Patreon.
Yeah, that's behind a paywall.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You get to purchase the Speedo.
The after hours content.
One of these wolves takes a massive fucking hit, burns everywhere. The other 2 still do not do well at all and take a big chunk, searing their fur and such.
Get a G-string.
Oh my fucking god. FourPlay after hours. Let's go.
Okay. He's going to shield bash one of the werewolves.
Werewolf.
Here we go. That is 14 plus mods. 14 plus match.
Plus match.
Uh-huh.
Where the fuck did my thing go? Okay, here we go. That's so 14 plus 7.
Okay.
Okay. It's gonna do. Let's see. Well. 4 plus 4, so 8 damage, and it makes a
Alright.
strength saving throw.
Absolutely. Let me see what I got here. Okay. Ooh, that is a fat 11.
Yeah, so it fails, so it's gonna go prone. He runs up to
Okay.
one of the werewolves and just like smacks it right in his face, just
It
falls to the floor. And then with the other hand, he'll take his spear and start just
Okay, keep going.
driving.
Sheesh.
First one is a 9. Third one is another 9. So
Okay.
both miss.
All right.
Oh wait, no, they roll at advantage
Yes,
because
they do.
prone. So the next one is a natural 20.
Woo!
There
Yeah.
we go. Okay. So 3, 1, so 4. Okay. 5, 8. 8 plus 4, so 12 piercing damage.
Okay. Very,
Very cool.
nice. Damn.
Jeez.
I don't know how to make like dog being stabbed.
You don't even have
It doesn't do as much as you think it does.
What do you mean?
It's not silver.
It's a spear. Oh,
Not magic.
Magic.
you need some table salt.
Okay.
Salt
see.
doesn't hurt them. They're not like demons.
Or rings.
From McDonald's.
Oh, you're just gonna kill them with McDonald's because it is poison. Okay.
Each dart hits a creature. I'm gonna do another magic missile. And I'm gonna do it at 2nd level and spread a dart to 4 of the different werewolves.
Okay.
So, werewolf number 1. 1 plus 1, 2 force damage.
Very nice.
Werewolf number 2. You can pick.
Okay.
Dealer's choice.
All right.
3 force damage.
Very nice.
Werewolf number 3. 5 force damage.
Absolutely.
Werewolf number 4. 3 force damage.
Woo! Very nice.
And I'm just gonna. I imagine she's tucked in the center of everybody. I'm gonna just stay there
All right.
for now. Alright.
Anything else?
All her spells are actions.
They're torn. All right.
They're torn. Nice, we win.
Yeah. They're going to shift and have 2/2/2, 1 on Strahd. All right, Gunther hits you with a 21, I assume. Does a 17 hit you? No. All right, so just the 1. We've got 8 piercing damage from a nice thick bite.
Okay.
Please roll me a Constitution saving throw.
25.
Yes. Very nice.
Barely. No, I'm just kidding.
Just by the skin of his teeth.
Nothing happens.
Nice.
You does not hit you like that. Does a 15 hit you?
Yes.
It does. All right. It's gonna get a
AC 14.
How do you make like rabbit noises?
6 slashing damage for you,
I'm not giving the furries anything to have fun with.
Michael. Roll.
For what? Con save? Or what?
Wait, I'm so sorry. Hold on. 17 does hit you.
It does not. It would normally, but I'll use my reaction to parry.
Ah, I see.
Oh.
All right.
I
How
couldn't
about?
use that. You never hit me.
And then a 14 does not hit you, right?
No, that'll miss.
Okay.
This biatch doesn't have
Another
major armor.
one.
Oof.
That's because I was playing a paladin, okay?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go around again because there are 2 on each of you. That does not hit you with a 10.
No.
All right, how about this one? 15 does not hit you.
No.
That's
Yeah.
why I didn't block all these.
He doesn't. He just kind of dodges
That's
out of the way,
7.
leisurely.
No.
That crits.
Yikes.
Yeah, look at me.
GG, Alona.
See my moves.
5, 7, 14
Being
slashing damage from the claws.
Notice me.
Senpai.
All right. That's gonna hit you with a 9. How about a 16?
That just hits.
All right. R. 3, 4, 6 slashing damage to you.
Ow.
All right, and then the one on Strahd is going to miss him. Luther.
18 and a 19.
Absolutely.
Can you describe the werewolf violence?
Yeah.
So he takes his dagger and throws it through its mouth. So it just boom right through the
Goddamn.
bottom palate of its throat.
Uh-huh.
It takes
Stop with
five poison and 7 piercing.
All right.
And then he takes the other one and he just throws it into the air and just kind of jams it into its lower rib cage, hoping to just
The same one?
Yeah, same guy.
Man, the last of Us Part 2 really missed out on your voice acting.
6 poison and 10 piercing.
All right.
And it says triple damage to werewolves.
How do you like?
What
How you doing over there?
What noise is that supposed to be?
Well, I'm trying to like imagine like getting a knife jammed down your throat and then getting like,
As a dog. As a dog, though.
as a dog. It's in your throat, so it's hard to like talk or scream, and then you get one in your ribs. So
Yeah.
It's like you gotta do it separate.
Okay.
Trying
That's
to-
just me at work.
They're werewolves. They're not actual animals. This is not animal abuse. This is furry abuse.
All right, here we go. Anything else?
Okay, these people are bad.
Bob. All right, so here we go.
Hire this man for clicker sounds.
Alrighty. Strahd is going to. Strahd's going to run up to one and actually do a longsword attack.
Oh.
And he will hit it and do. Here. Ooh, very nice. 12 slashing. He's also going to do a legendary action and make an unarmed strike against it.
Whoa.
And will actually not hit it. So he slashes it, tries to kick it, but it gets out of the way.
Good try.
Lance.
Okay. Here we go. The one that's on the floor, he'll just start going to town on.
Okay.
Here we go. Natural 1, that doesn't, well, here we go.
Uh-huh.
It's a 20 total.
Oh, okay.
And then, let's see, 16 hits.
Absolutely.
And then that's above a 20. Well,
Uh-huh.
okay, here we go. That is 6 plus 3. 9 plus 4 is how much damage? 13 piercing damage.
Nice. It is
6 plus 7.
not doing okay.
Is what? 6 plus 7 is 13 plus 4. 17 more damage as he.
Very, very, very nice.
Help it repeated.
And then third one,
That's the spear attack.
2, and 14 more damage.
Wow, it is holding on by a fucking thread,
Bruh.
bleeding profusely. profusely.
Actually,
Die!
is that what Stradivarius says?
Yeah.
Stradivarius is not the name.
Stradivarius is like a violin brand.
Stradivarius
Stradivarius?
is the violin.
Yeah.
The maker of violins.
It's like
all
that a
of
reference
the-
to something I don't understand?
iPhone.
Silithander
No,
what?
it was.
Silithander by fairy.
Five fairies, that's what I'm thinking. Okay.
That's cool that you guys are streaming this. Thank you, Stomps. We agree.
Thank you.
It's been fun.
All right, everybody.
Oh my.
It's Modelo.
Another! Okay. So there's
So
one.
I forgot to do
They
the.
make chihuahua noises now.
I forgot to do the stabbing sounds with the spear. Werewolf.
Okay.
So. Okay, sorry.
We're good. Okay. So I'm going to. There's one on me directly, but I imagine that we're completely surrounded at this point.
Yes.
I am going to. We have as high as second level. Okay. I'm gonna use a second level command, and on two that don't look like they're on death's door,
Okay.
Ilona's gonna hold out her hands. Flee.
Ooh.
So they need to make wisdom saving throw.
Absolutely. All right, we got an 11 and we got an 18.
The 11 definitely does not pass. The 18
Okay.
does. So that has no effect on that one.
Mm-hmm.
But the other one, it has to follow the command on its next turn.
Okay. And that's, I assume, to move as far away from you as I
Yeah,
can.
flee is the target spends its turn moving away from you by the fastest available means.
Okay.
But it does not eliminate them from opportunity attacks. Sucks to suck.
Okay.
Oh no, wait, it does because the game
It does.
rules is if it's a forced movement, you don't get off attacks, right?
Ah.
That's correct.
What?
If movement is forced,
Yeah,
you don't get attacks.
you don't get
yeah.
off attacks, no.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it will do just that and start to fuck off the other one. So now there are 6. So there's going to be, let me think, 1 on Strahd.
4
one
on
one on you.
Rodine.
1 on you, too.
Okay, alright.
Look, it's just a sucking. Well, Modelo. All right.
Okay.
It is not going to hit.
Stop blaming
with
Modelo.
that. Oh, and it nat 1s for that, so we give it an extra longsword attack against it, which does hit and takes another 8 slashing.
I'm gonna do that.
Sucks to suck. Two on you. Okay, that hits you with a 19. All right. And then go ahead and roll me another con save,
I'm
please.
not hearing anyone else roll con saves.
6 piercing.
21.
Pass.
Get good, Rahadin.
All
Yeah,
right.
okay.
You do have
And then a 10
Rahadin
misses
force.
you. 1 for you. With a 21 to hit, yes?
No, yes.
All right. 9 piercing damage and roll me a con save.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I rolled like 4 at this point. I don't think I've ever rolled
I think I've only
1.
gotten hit by claws.
Yeah, okay.
Don't oh!
Sounds sussy.
Where'd it go? No! What'd you roll?
It's a 5 plus probably not much. Plus I don't have saving throws, so I'm just gonna say +1, so a 6.
Fail.
Yeah.
You see this bite sink into you, and you feel a rush of something.
A rush of blood to the head.
But it's also gonna get you with a dirty 20 with its claws.
Yo.
Okay.
What is that?
7 slashing.
This is the bathroom.
It's, oh my god, that's my.
What is that?
This is fine. It's one of my headpieces.
Oof.
Alright. So, now I'm just gonna attack Lance because he's away from the team.
Sounds good, yeah.
Kidding. Did one against Strahd, did one against you. Let's see what they roll. Crits you, unfortunately.
Still at that door, by
Please roll a Constitution saving throw.
That's a 16 plus mods. 16 plus
15 plus mods.
So let's see.
It passes.
Okay, there we go. I figured.
but it does give you 8 piercing damage, and then it's going to not hit you with a 7.
7,
All right.
easy.
And there's one more since there's 2 on you. We have 17. So 17 does not hit you, right?
17 will hit.
It does hit
But
you.
he'll parry it.
How does that feel?
Perfectly
good.
fair.
Feels good.
All right, how about the claws? No. Okay, that's it.
Rahadin will summon a magic weapon that just looks like a scimitar with etchings of Strahd's face all along it.
All right.
And then attack 3 times with his new scimitar.
Okay.
Lowest is a 19.
Absolutely. What happened?
He still looked at
He's still attacking?
Yeah. He saw he was eating Taki, so I was like,
So that's 10, 20, 8 magic damage. 28 magic damage.
Absolutely, that one drops to the floor.
is that like
Dead.
a collector's edition scimitar?
Yes, it came from the Strahd Fest.
Like your loot box?
I opened the loot box and I got the legendary Strahdatar.
Stradivarius.
Anything else?
I love you, Strahd.
Did you ever know that you're my hero?
Speaking of,
Just whispers it on the wind.
Strahd actually,
Our love is not to be.
Strahd actually did not roll his con saving throw.
Ooh,
Interesting.
interesting.
In this version of events, Strahd's a werewolf.
All right, he does that, and
How's
then
your-
let's see what else
Very
does he want to
good.
do. Oh, he's gonna get a couple more slashes then. Go. Let's try and grab this one. He sees one of the weaker ones and does end up hitting it. Does how much slashing? He does 7 slashing, gets it to Death's Door. It's not quite there yet. Does he have 2 attacks? Yes, he does. So we'll do 1 more. Okay. Misses though. Lance.
Is mine's not dead yet, is it? My my little werewolf.
It is so
the one I've
close.
been using.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love how you
There's
said that like
also
it's like My Little Pony,
There's
but My
also
Little
another
Werewolf.
one that's pretty close to you that's about to come die that Strahd's been hacking at.
Well, I crit the one.
Uh-huh.
Dead.
Yeah.
Nice. So
It's-
just dead.
It's dead.
Goodbye.
I'll run up to the one Strahd's attacking,
Uh-huh.
and I'll shield bash it.
Awesome.
Time to
That's
say
17
bye.
plus 7, so 24.
Absolutely.
Strength saving throw.
Alright.
Bye, bye.
8.
Whoa.
So it takes 10 damage, and it goes prone.
Dead.
Say
Oh.
goodbye.
It goes prone because it is dead.
Yeah, he just takes his shield and just puts a hole in its head.
Yeah. You hear the crunching of bone and it falls to the ground, bleeding out.
There we go. Who's left? Who's
There
next?
are now. There's one running away, but there are 3 who are still currently
Okay.
fighting you.
I'll throw one of my spears at the one running away.
Oh, okay.
Here we go. That is 14.
Yes.
14 hits? Okay. Here we go. That is 6 plus 4. So 10 piercing damage. He
Uh-huh.
just chucks it at it.
Absolutely. It stumbles as it gets hit by this thing and it's lodged in its body.
That's my turn.
Alright. Perfect. Jess.
Okay, so the command worked on one, not the other. One just bit me and did things. So she's gonna take the jaw as it clamps down on her hand and cast Shocking Grasp.
Ooh, very nice.
If I hit, I might not. Plus things. What is Shocking Grasp? Why do I not remember what Shocking Grasp is? Oh. Some things I have on my chaos sheet, other things I do not. Shocking Grasp is a touch right, but it's just your spellcaster modifier. No, go away. Plus 5 to hit, so that's just a 13.
Hits.
Nice. So it takes I need to read the things. 1d8 lightning damage. And can't take reactions, so she's gonna back the fuck up. 5 lightning damage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know what level she is.
Oh,
Because it matters for that.
okay. Put her at 5. Is what I have her at?
Okay, so then it's 2d8. 5 plus 6, 11 total lightning damage to that one, and she's gonna back away from it as much as she can, not running
very
into
nice. It is hurting.
another one. That will be all.
All right.
Thank you.
Their turn. The one runs the fuck away. There are 3 left, and so one is going to descend upon Strahd. That one is going to attack you, and one will attack you. Are you happy?
Yes.
All right. The one that attacks Strahd with the bite misses. With the claws, hits.
Take me instead.
Plus 2 is 4 to him. Okay. And then one on you. Ooh! I think misses with that. Yeah, 7 misses you, but let's try the claws.
Correct.
How's this cat so cute?
Ooh, 12 misses you as well. One on you.
Hey.
With a 23. Please roll a con saving throw.
Here we go. No, I think it fails with like a 11.
An 11. You feel something off. And it also gives you 6 piercing damage. Claws time. Misses you with a 9.
That'll miss.
Right.
3 more slash attacks with the magic scimitar of Strahd.
Absolutely.
That's a natural one, so that'll miss.
Okay.
But the other 2 are in the 20s.
Right. Grab them.
12 and 10, so 22.
22. Awesome. The one in front of you is on death's door.
Death's dick.
Anything else?
Nope.
Right. Strahd will attack one of the other ones. It's a little bit. Yeah, he is not liking that, so he's actually going to run up to it and do a vampiric touch, which he will not do. You see him kind of struggling and swallows.
Struggling.
Old!
Something within him is...
Yeah, his age.
Yeah, his achy bones.
The bones!
His sciatica.
My condition, my bones. I have. What's another one? I don't know.
Celiac!
Rheumatism. Arthritis.
Go!
I can say that because I have it.
Okay, who's left? I want to kill him.
Okay, there is one right in front of you that is very, very almost dead.
Okay, here we go.
Very, very almost dead.
That one was a 11 to hit.
Uh-huh.
The hits?
Nope.
Oh fuck. Another 11 to hit. Okay, really? And a 12 to hit.
There you go.
That one hits. Okay.
Wow.
Oh.
You're just really not doing Silithander Bifarious any good work here.
Bro,
because I call him
honestly,
Stradivarius, it's my
honestly, he's kind of sucked. I'm not even gonna lie.
I'm sorry, you just don't know how to use them right. It's more of a tech and skill issue.
Bro, he literally has like one move in his shield bash. That's the move.
He has shield bash, and then he stabs a dude when they're down. I'm sorry, you're bad at this, okay? Listen.
That's 8 damage. Okay. Is that 8 damage?
8 damage, dead.
He stabs it in the ribs. Like,
Easy.
he stabs
Like
it right in between the ribs like a Roman soldier stabbing Jesus on the cross.
Oh my god!
I'm sorry.
Nice.
All of our religious trauma just went
My religious OCD just like sent me to hell.
Alright, go!
Okay, well in light of that, we're gonna go ahead and yes, Zenron Whoa is correct. That was a bit. There's a line, and you know whatever. Okay, so I shocking grasp and I back dab. There's how many left?
There are 2 currently in combat with you. One is running away.
Okay, so to the 2 that are in combat, I'm gonna do magic missile at 2nd level. think it's my
Go for it.
last second level spell. Yes. Again, and hit 2 on one, 2 on the other. So for the first one, 4 plus 1 is 5, plus 2 is 7 total to the first one, and then to the second werewolf, 4 and 2, so 6 force damage.
Alright. Very, very nice.
Gonna keep my distance.
One's going to attack you, one's going to attack you. Does not hit you with a bite. 17 hits you with the claws, yes? Yes? Yes?
Me? Yeah, oh yeah. 14
Alright.
is AC.
We have 1. We have 5, 7 slashing damage for you. You. Does not hit you with 17. Alright, how about less than that? So none for them. They are not doing great. Your turn.
How's the one in front of me looking?
The one in front. It's definitely looking beat up, but it could take a couple more.
Okay, 3 full hits.
Okay, very nice.
That is 12, 24, 37 damage.
Very nice. Dead. One more?
Diggity did.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
Alright. Strahd's gonna come on in. He's going to miss with that. Hit with that. He will do a nice thick slash across that one, but it is still up and kicking. Lance?
Okay, I'll run up to that one. Here we go. Shield bash. 26.
Absolutely.
Strength saving throw.
Alright. 15.
The DC's 15, so it
He
passes.
passes.
Yeah, it passes.
So he takes a 9 of bludgeoning damage.
Uh-huh.
And then we're gonna stab, stab, stab. So it's 20 total to hit.
Alright, absolutely.
And that is 12 damage for the first one. And then the second one that hits 9 more piercing damage.
Alright, very nice. It's not looking good.
You need to stop.
Or.
Okay. So there's one more up.
Yeah. Looking hurt.
Whomst is it engaged with?
It is engaged with.
I killed mine.
Yes.
Just saying. So I will just go ahead and magic missile that one again at first level.
Okay.
Not as intense. Just the mere 3. So 2 for the first, 5 for the second, so 7 total so far. 10 total force damage.
How you feeling?
So coming off of this strange feeling that she's battling now from this bite in her arm, I imagine like the veins are like showing signs of contamination. As she just sort of shakes it out and channels this silvery barbs energy towards this last standing werewolf, like almost willing her magic to be silvered to pierce these things, and the 3 magic missiles sort of shoot out and directly just pierce into its neck, almost like a spiked collar.
Nice. And that ends the combat.
Very nice.
Chomp it over. Everyone's a werewolf now.
You both suddenly feel a surge of nausea rack you. Roll a Constitution saving throw.
26.
Natural 20.
Very nice. You
Plus
steel yourselves.
1.
So it doesn't feel
Close my
good.
butt.
What do you mean by that?
I felt nauseous. I had to poop.
To each their own.
Weird, but okay.
I was Sean when he was sick.
Coming from the man who texts me daily about almost shitting himself.
Bro, I can't shit for the next 3 hours. Help.
Like,
We're very close.
Sean, oh my god, I fucking got into the house and I told Whitney to get out of the way.
Boo!
There has been a couple times it's come and like, hi, gotta poop, and I'm like, oh shit.
You see Strahd reel as well.
Do they all have an understanding how werewolves work?
Wait,
Go
what'd
and
you
roll
say?
nature.
Suck the poison out.
He like walked toward him, open
Nature's-
mouth.
Is it wisdom or intelligence?
Nature is an intelligence.
So that's a 22. I don't know about it.
Like a slug or
Yeah.
something, like a
You know,
leech.
like. You're just talking about Rocky sucking.
Sucking the blood, the venom
Just
out.
sucking the poison out.
This time there, right?
Is it about cock knuckle?
You understand that lycanthropy is spread this way.
So I imagine Alona would not display alarm because I feel like she has a pretty cool demeanor, but set to work and just let everyone know who's been bitten that there's this possibility and that they need to get. There needs to be magical interference ASAP, if that's even a thing. I don't know if it is.
Not necessarily for the first time, but for one of the only times that either of them have ever seen. You have, as the knight / Aslan's, have almost never seen this. Strahd shouts and cries out angrily, just yelling, and like stands to the side and pulls aside his arm, and he's breathing. What?
Holding back Rahadi.
I can save you.
Just let me try.
I saw my own spit fly.
It's at this moment that, sort of where this part of the path goes, there's a sort of bit of a hill, and from the upward portion of it, you see 3 figures run up and observe you, and you recognize them to be wearing more traditional clothing like that of Vistani.
Nice.
And they run down towards you. Were you hurt?
Just letting them do the talking.
I was gonna say I don't know how Alona would react in this scenario, so just watch.
Chill.
Absolutely.
Do we, the characters, recognize any of these Stani? Do they
recognize them?
remotely like the ancestors of anyone we met at Madame Eva's?
Oh, you can roll for it.
You wanna-
Yeah. You roll a history or intelligence, whichever you feel is best fitting.
15.
9.
Let me see. Excuse.
9.
I think it's gonna be an 11 either way. So.
Okay.
15.
15. Okay. Not so much, but you do notice a similar clothing, but it is different. It is, you could say, 400 years from the past. I'm 399 now that's been here. But Lady Alona does pop up. Yes, we were bitten. And they look down. I'm sorry we didn't get here in time. Madame Eva told us you would need assistance. We couldn't help you in the battle, but we might have an antitoxin potion to help with the lycanthropy. We know they are around these parts. And they all look, and Strahd, interestingly enough, takes a back seat. Lady Alona looks over at him. Lead the way. And they go forward. You see, familiarly to all of you, this road gradually disappearing and get replaced by a twisty, muddy path that goes through the trees, deep ruts in the earth, coming and goings of wagons. And you come into a clearing next to a river that widens to form a small lake hundreds of feet across. You see 6 round tents, each about 10 feet in diameter, are sort of pitched in a ring, and some wagons and 10 unbridled horses drink from the river. A super familiar scene, actually. And you do hear a tiny little bit of a mournful strain of accordion. It's more towards nighttime, so there's not as many of them out. But people do see everyone approach. And are you guys separated from the bodies?
Yeah.
Yes, but I was gonna say, actually, ironically, that Chaos would pop in to gauge whether or not anything about Vistani or Madame Eva or just the current situation, like what is Ilona's thoughts on it? Is she at all familiar with any of these people? And what does she think about her current situation and Strahd's reaction to kind of, like, I don't imagine him to be a backseat kind of person.
Yeah.
So I want to know, like, what her thoughts are in gauging his behavior in terms of his outburst and then the decision to be like, actually, I'm going to see where this goes.
In terms of the Vistani, she knows them to be travelers who like to go wherever they like to go. To be, have people with a very rich culture. Beautiful, she quite admires it. But Madame Eva rings no bell.
Okay.
In terms of Strahd's reaction, it concerns her. She's on edge because he's starting to reach sort of a breaking point. His emotions are becoming more unbridled, and his pride is wounded in more ways than one.
Okay. So fearing, like, a potential outburst, possibly? Okay.
You'd seen it more in his younger days when he was on the front, but very rarely even then, because he's always been skilled at stoicism. But that's what concerns you, the fact that even at his age that it's coming out again.
Okay. So then, upon gathering the info, I think for now she'll actually stay in and observe
Okay.
her thoughts, because she sort of assumes that they're gonna end up talking to Madame Eva, and is very curious to know Ilona's thoughts on that. Excuse me. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. So you guys head in, led in by the three Vistani who had accompanied you. Come to know their names are Verona, Alec, and Sonia. And you enter towards the center of camp. Go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw for me if you're staying in the body.
Okay. An 11.
11. Okay. Barely enough. You do almost retch. As you enter the center of camp, Strahd collapses
Sit.
onto the ground, and Rahadin starts to rush over. Lady Ilona comes
Mouth to
over,
mouth.
over as well, but the first person who gets to him is
Not Rahadin. Damn. They do it!
a younger woman. Long black hair, streaks of gray and white even with her age. Wearing clothing very similar to someone you all met before.
It's the Baba Lazaga.
No.
Oh.
Madame Eva.
Oh,
It's Papa is that? What the fuck? My child.
Those mouth to mouth.
He just really wanted that pussy.
And you recognize almost the pinkish violet hue of her eyes, and to be Madame Eva, much younger, and lifts him up. And he lets her, for some reason. She looks at all of them, looks at you.
Sorry.
Come to my tent. I have healing. I will handle this.
Does she... So from Chaos's point of view, even though inside Ilona, does she look at Strahd any particular way? Like, enemy identified? Or like, oh, this is interesting? Or like, any kind of recognition? Like, I assume she knows exactly who this is, and like, she fully gave us guidance on how to take him down. So I just want to know how she received him in this moment. Like, because she's a seer, I assume she foresaw like what his reign would entail.
Roll an insight.
2. Just 13.
13. There's definitely something behind her eyes, but something you recognize, which strikes you oddly, is familiarity. And her body language reads comfort. She's not afraid of him. She doesn't feel like she needs to put any kind of airs even now.
Okay. And is that pretty much consistent with the character that we understand her to be? Like, is that how she felt with us? Like, she's just very or is it a little different?
With you, she was a little bit more formal. This seems less rehearsed.
Okay.
But she brings you all inside the tent.
Oh, she.
Bitch.
You can try, but you're never going to do it right.
It's true. It's true.
Stupid bitch.
Inside this tent, you recognize it very well. Less of the decor that she's gained over the apparent centuries. But these magic flames cast a reddish glow over the interior, and you smell the smoke of incense and that heavy smell of patchouli and sharp spice you had before. You do see that wooden cloth 3-panel partition, which obscures the back half of the tent, and there is a small cot set up, and she lets go as Rahadin and others kind of set Strahd upon it.
Rahadin brushes off the surface. No dust, no dust.
What did you say?
My lord.
After a moment and seeing that he's set down, she kind of looks outside of the tent. You hear her say some instructions in a language you don't understand.
Just imagine him like a sea slug. like there's like a trail behind him wherever he goes of just slime.
Just dragging his ass. Nice.
Always squelching every time he moves.
In this like absolute fervor of Rahadin, Strahd kind of gets some fervor and pushes him aside as Madame Eva enters back in. He looks at her and he says, "I take it you're the seer who sent me aid." She says, "You're sharp. Why bother with me? Who am I to you?" She kind of smiles and sits down on the ground, looking at all of you, and just says, "Is it so terrible to care for a stranger?"
Well.
At that time, someone comes in and hands her 4 vials, and you see sort of like almost like an oily silver liquid, almost a bit grainy too.
Bottoms up.
She takes them. She hands one to all who need it. It's one to you. And this is one of the times again you do see a glimpse of her eyes. And can everyone roll me a perception, please?
A natural 20.
15.
Rahadin would get an unnatural 20 as well.
Yeah. You guys, seeing them two so close together, see physically similarities between the two of them.
Strahd and Madame Eva?
Like a physical? Like they're related? Is that...
Sure.
Or like similar aura? Or like similar
More-
smell? Or what?
Are we smelling like shart?
Their hair, their bone structure, their eyes, their presence.
Like mommy son vibes?
Maybe.
Or
Or like-
Grammy? Or...
She's a little bit younger than him.
Graham? Or...
Damn, dude might have
So-
fucked. He
Oh,
might not
like
actually...
a child then? Or like
Hard
a
to say.
younger cousin?
She would be probably around like Sturm's age.
Oh, wow.
Maybe
Yeah, we-
Madame Eva's
30.
She's a psyop, bro.
And,
Yeah.
Sturm is
Sturm is
the younger brother, I know.
Sturm is the middle, so he's around like 30, 32.
Okay. So, and Strahd is
in his
the oldest?
50s.
Is in his mid 40s, yeah.
Okay. So, oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I guess mommy or daddy.
Maybe a daughter. Maybe not.
So she grabs his paws and gives them all to you. Over Strahd's, she does a bit of arcane magic and hands to him. He raises an eyebrow. The people of this valley aren't so fond of gifts, no matter its intention. It's something else you and I share. He says, else, and she smiles again. He says, answer me. You are not my lord, Count Strahd, and my people are not your subjects. I don't take commands. How do you know me? And you notice he's starting to get visibly agitated.
Yeah.
I know many things. Enough toying! What have you come here for? To meet you, I suppose. To see what you really are. They say you can best know a man by his actions in his lowest moments. And he drinks. Do you drink?
Yeah.
Look.
Especially if he does.
You feel better. Instantly. This is clearly what they thought it was. So you've come to gloat. Far from it, I've come to marvel. She adjusts herself and you see her start to, almost seemingly out of nowhere, just start playing with cards between her hands. You were the warrior. You thundered across the land like the wrath of a god, but the war years and the killing years wore down your soul, and the wind wears down soul and sand. All goodness slipped from your life. You found youth and strength gone, and all you feel you have left is death. He shoots up from the cot, and Rahadin's like, no. He yells at her. He says, you go too far, witch. With words she calls you brother, but when you look into her eyes, they reflect another name, death. And he yells, enough! And there's this magic surge from him that hits everyone.
Mood.
And there's commotion from the outside. He looks at her. He says, you say you have gifts. Your seeing saved my life. I owe it to you and your people. Stay as long as you wish. Leave when you choose, and know you will always be safe in my domain if I receive my answer. And she smiles and she says, and what answer do you seek? He looks and he says, you seem to know well enough. That moment, Lady Lona's stomach sinks. She does not like what's going on here. She knows him to not be played for a fool, and he's being played like a fucking fiddle.
So she's sus of Eva at this point? Okay.
Probably not, maybe not rightfully so.
Yeah. Do I understand what he's hinting at? Do I know what he would ask of her?
Roll an insight.
Okay. Would this be an advantage, or does he not talk to her that deeply? Okay. Natural 20. Her insight is, I think, what is that, wisdom? Insight is wisdom, yes. Don't know if she's trained in it, so can't tell you. But, over 20, so 21 at least.
You know when this all started. You know what this is about. You remember what happened at the dinner. You know that he's become destabilized bit by bit ever since Tatiana got into his life.
So he basically only wants to know if he's gonna end up with her type thing? Basically? Okay.
He looks at all three of you.
Rahadin is literally shaking.
Literally just like, from Alona's understanding, just that he's like that into her, or is there something weird about her that he's attracted to?
It's hard to say.
Like, does he say, she's different?
She's not like the other girls.
Yes.
It's hard to say. But you know him to be someone who drives his goals to the point of obsession.
So, she's just a girl. From her understanding. Okay.
He looks at all three of you and yells at you to leave.
I'm not in his body, so
Yeah.
if Rahadin gets out, that's fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say at that moment,
Good
Chaos would
Thursday.
split from Alona, because I think Alona would give him
We'll split
that
and
respect.
stay.
But yeah, Chaos would be like,
Okay.
Chaos.
pop out with it, like genies with the rest of
I'm
them.
just eating.
Do you guys stay?
Yeah.
Alright.
Ain't no reason.
I give him his fucking like privacy. Fuck
Yeah,
it.
but
Dude.
spit on it.
Guys, he literally is he just wants to know if he's gonna end up with Tatiana.
Yeah, he's very
Like,
horny.
he's like obsessed.
I mean, we've kind of have been aware of his obsession.
Right, but I thought maybe it was like, some special power tied to her or something like that. But from Alona's standpoint, he's just
horny.
head over heels.
Yeah, that's right. What?
Yeah. You sound like you're coming from a place of deep understanding.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Because he went, yeah, that's right.
Oh, okay.
So all of them leave, but you guys can remain.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's just the two of them that can be seen.
Just the two of us.
She starts to pull out the cards.
Oh,
boy.
And as she does, she's flipping through. She looks each one of you in the eyes.
You're making a mistake.
You're his sister? Question mark.
She leans.
It's a sister? What the fuck?
Damn.
Damn. The parents just didn't stop fucking in this place, huh?
I mean, I'm not here to judge. I just want mommy, daddy. Mm-hmm.
And she lays out 1, 2, 3.
Do you think she knew the Mama Lazaga?
And she pulls the beast.
Yeah, we know that card.
Kill the beast.
Kill the beast.
The beast speaks of a great rage or passion lurking below the surface. It's down. She pulls the mist.
Oh,
Oh, the mist.
The mist speak of something unexpected. A great quest or quandary that tries one's spirit.
Mists are feeling
And left.
misty.
And lastly, she pulls the raven.
Mmm.
The raven speaks of a hidden source of information, but the secret potential for good.
Nani?
She takes all of them. She looks at all three. Great are the feelings that try your spirit. Rage, jealousy, obsession. But losing to them will drive you to lose everything. Beware of the path they're leading you down. Where does your heart lie, Strahd? Will you destroy everything to gain nothing? And at this, he roars again, angrily. Shoots off the cot. Gets outside. Pushes aside the tent. And he motions to the three of them. You see her just taking this in.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks to the three of you, snaps, we're going.
Before they
Mm-hmm.
all take off, Chaos will be like, do you think the hidden source of information may be the whole Iglio shit? That, like, maybe there's something we can learn that we can actually use for our benefit?
It seems all interconnected, like we have to learn it. But
Right.
we have to leave him locked up.
Oh, yeah, no, that doesn't seem...
Leave me locked up?
No!
Oh.
Iglios.
Oh. How are we gonna lock him up?
He's already locked up.
up.
They're trapped, as far as we understand
he
it.
wanted you to help him escape.
They seem to have hidden knowledge that maybe we could use for good. But as far as we understand, we can't let them free.
We can
No.
just beat them up.
Yeah, no, we're just gonna leave them locked up.
It's like a timeout.
It's a permanent timeout where you can't ever leave.
Okay, so... Beast for passion, miss, great quest or quandary that tries one's spirit, his emotions, the raven, hidden source of information. Do you think maybe, like, the mist card, the whole, like, great quandary thing is, like, maybe why he goes and stares at the mists, like, all the time? Perhaps he sees, like, the future he wants in them. And
It's
so
possible.
he just stares.
He's locked here, and the mists might be his only way to escape.
You
The
guys
prison.
You guys see that they've requisitioned some of the horses that are drinking by the water. And they drive them up in the middle of the tent, and there are a few people out now, but Madame Eva runs out of her own. And he looks down at her. The horse is whinnying, fighting him, but he subdues it. I will keep my word for the death I owe you and nothing more. You won't be seeing me again. And they forgot.
Did she look hurt by that? Did she look hurt by that? Like defeated?
Roll an insight.
Okay. So I would assume it was expected, but she tried anyway. A 15.
15. She also excels in hiding her emotions, but maybe.
I feel like she tried to save him.
She should have just let him die, but okay.
And it's at this moment that the last scene shifts. You guys are in an audience hall. Thunder crashes and you pop into this next scene. You hear the falling of rain against glass. This courtyard is dimly... Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. So this immense room is a place of grandeur, but now begins to possess a bit of brooding darkness. There's iron sconces that dot the walls, and directly across from this gorgeous stained glass window are a set of double doors to the east. Farther south, another single door. But staircases at both ends of this audience hall lead down. At the far southern end, there's a large wooden throne atop a marble dais where Strahd sits. Gunther, you're tethered to, you guessed it, Rahadin. Chaos, you guessed it, you're tethered to, you guessed it, Lady
Rahadin.
You are tethered to Stern. There are others here, including the lore keeper, castle priest, and a few guards. It's awkwardly silent. Nothing but the rain sounding, and time seems to tick on slowly.
Gonna shoop into Alona.
Uh-huh.
Be like, what's going on?
You know that you are here because Sergei's called an audience.
Uh-oh.
No one knows as to why.
Oh, I think we know as to why. Oh no!
But
It's gonna be the cut moment.
it's been an hour since he was supposed to be here.
Since Sergei was supposed to be here?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's dead. Bro dead.
Strahd says, Sergei should have been here an hour ago. Rahadin says, how kind of him to keep us waiting.
Wait, what's he say? How's he say that? How did Rahadin say that?
I know how to
Oh,
say
okay.
it. How does he say it?
So nice of him to keep us waiting.
Okay, thank you. I was like, that doesn't sound like Rahadin.
It strikes you maybe the rain delayed him. Do anything?
I feel like just to keep tempers in check, and Rahadin Alona probably would have said, perhaps it's the rain.
Must have been the wind.
Must have been, exactly.
After a moment, footsteps and laughter echo from the right-hand staircase. And
Oh yeah, they're engaged and he's gonna die. Well, toast to your good health.
Tatiana and Sergei enter, hand in hand, dripping head to toe from the rain. Everyone straightens up, and Strahd looks actually surprised to see Tatiana. She's wearing this gorgeous purple dress, and they both run up and they bow to Strahd. And Sergei says, please forgive our presentation, brother. We did not expect the rain. And they're both laughing a little bit, their eyes down, and Strahd beckons them to rise, and they do. So tell me, what is it that brings you dripping into my court? Well, my lord, as you're aware, now that father is gone, the tasks and duties performed of our kings have now been bestowed upon you as eldest, which includes our traditions such as approving the partner who I, as prince, might wed.
Chaos pops out.
Bail.
Everyone in the room has reactions. Tatiana and Sergei can't help but smile. Her father has already consented happily So I'm asking you, brother, for your blessing in taking Tatiana Fedorovna's hand in marriage.
Chaos pops out. He's gonna kill him with a fucking goblet. Toast to you, bitch.
Everybody roll to see through Strahd's stoicism.
Stoicism, my ass. 16.
25.
6.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
He's doing really well hiding his emotions. There's something bubbling under the surface, and this is the hardest thing he's ever done.
Damn.
It's very quiet.
Is Alona like bated breath at this point?
Yeah, and her stomach sinks. She knows this is an inciting incident, potentially. Strahd looks at Sergei. You love her. Do you not?
Sorry, I just had a realization. I had an aha.
With all my heart. And Strahd steps down from his throne and approaches Tatiana. He looks at her and he says, and you? You love Sergei. More than the gods, more than myself, more than anything I've ever known, imagined, or could imagine. And that's when you see him break.
Rip.
But he holds it in a moment to say, Tatiana Fedorovna, you are a woman of fine standing, impeccable virtue, tender heart, radiant beauty. You have brought light again into a place once shrouded in darkness. I can see no better place for you than among royalty. And he turns quickly, about face, and sits on his throne. You have my approval, Sergei. Everyone reacts. Clapping, slow. Tatiana and Sergei embrace, laughing, spinning her. Tatiana looks at Strahd and just mouths, thank you, old one.
Oh! No.
It takes a moment. Do any of you do anything?
Like, taking in the sinking, I'm sure that the feeling alone is going to, like, Chaos will, like, back out and be like,
Well.
It's really sad to see her so happy and know that
It's going
this
to be
bitch is gonna
very,
die.
Very, very sad.
Like, probably at their wedding, and he's gonna be like, someone poisoned him, I don't know what happened, or some shit's about to go down, and I hate... And she kind of, like, shrinks a little bit and just...
Try to use the horror of losing her loved one and get close to her.
Again.
Well, yeah.
I would never say this in front of her, but it kind of seems like everyone who loves her is in for a pretty grim fate.
Only as long as Strahd lives.
Let's watch.
Well, he's won so far.
Yeah.
After a moment, Strahd gets up and stoically walks away through multiple rooms.
We can follow
Would you
him.
like to follow?
Yeah.
Oh yeah! I will pull that tether, I don't care. Concuss Alona. Fuck you, bitch.
We'll give you a bit more leeway. The doors open to reveal another set of double doors 10 feet ahead. There's a 10-foot wide corridor that he goes down, and as he exits, his pace quickens. Goes through these suits of armor. There's actually behind sort of one of them, you see in the north wall, he pushes open a secret door, which then leads into an arched corridor that's got oak paneling decorating the walls, and he keeps on going until you see the staircase at the end of that hall. It climbs and climbs and climbs, spiraling until it hits this hall on the upper floor, lined with statues depicting ancient heroes, statues which you all sort of see resemble a bit of Strahd, so it must be his family. And he walks down his bloodline, turns towards the end of the hall, which leads into a study. that study then leads into a bedchamber, his bedchamber. And these sweet smells sort of waft in from the room. This great arch window along the west wall is covered by heavy red drapes and gold tassels, and this large bed canopied by silk curtains with a large crest carved in the back of it. But the arched double doors lead out and are sort of these like windows divided with panes of glass, and they can be opened onto a parapet. And he stands out on the parapet and grasps it with both hands, breathing heavily. And an idea occurs to him. And he reaches down into his robes and pulls out that necklace that Kazan had given him. Remembers what it said, the words almost echoing. You can almost hear it around just a little bit of his life essence. And he sees it's sharp enough to cut. And he slices, he winces a little bit, and watches it. And it does nothing. Not a thing, not at all. He squeezes it, angrily yells, and just throws it away. And you all see this parapet looking out into the rest of the valley. You can see the mountain in the distance. You can see even the tower, Kazan's tower, the farthest away, the other mountains on the side. And the blood from his hand coagulates in the air and stays there. And then transforms into this glowing green pulsing dot, and that the glow catches his eye again, and it darts off into the distance until it pinpoints one place on Mount Gacchus, and it pulses, and you see a new emotion from him, determination. And that's what we're going to call it.
Big
Yikes. Yeah. Cool.
God darn.
Thanks for going along a bit of a narrative adventure with me today.
Hell yeah, Lord Dump.
What do you guys think?
Lord Dump.
Yeah,
That's good.
good.
Do you have any hot take fan theories?
Do you have any game theories?
Yeah, do you have any game theories?
I mean, if he's gonna make a deal with a pact,
With the dark ones, and
Right.
call them his tormentors, because
Yeah,
they
well,
turned him
yeah,
into a monster, probably.
make a deal just to give him a chance.
Yeah, basically, like, we'll give you immortality. She'll just keep cycling back. You have lifetimes, buddy. And just, I don't know, because, like, clearly he's gonna go to the mountain.
Yeah.
And he's not gonna learn exactly, like, he'll learn stuff, I'm sure. But something's gonna happen, because he's still not got what he wants 400 years later.
Well, he might.
He's gonna kill Sergei.
Right,
Sure.
of course.
We knew that. But
Yeah.
maybe it's a way to, like, first off, a way to kill him without, like, getting caught.
Well, I don't know if he cares about that. He takes what he wants.
Right.
The issue is he doesn't want her to fall in love with him in a not real way, I bet.
Right.
So he wants her to love him for him,
But we do
not
know
because
that
she's magically controlled.
in her letters regarding Vasily, which is a person he pretended to be, she did feel magically altered by it. She was like, this doesn't feel natural to me.
Right.
So, who knows? Maybe he gave up 400 years and was like, screw it, I will go ahead and use magic because this ain't working.
Right.
But, yeah, so it'll be interesting. I do think he's going to make some sort of deal that'll lead to his state now. And
Yeah.
now he feels clearly betrayed by, if he agrees to the Dark Powers, if that's what's waiting for him.
We're gonna find out.
We will!
Next week is holiday week, so we will not be here.
No.
But
And then I'm out the first week of December.
you are. Okay. Yeah. So
We'll figure out something. We'll
we will
probably
figure out something to do.
probably post on our follow us on our social media, on our X and our Instagram,
And our TikTok.
Really aggressive.
TikTok, YouTube,
Twitch.
Yeah.
and Twitch.
Yeah, we'll try to keep you all updated. So it seems
Like
like
and subscribe.
probably not back to Strahd for another.
Yeah,
Rahadin says.
Rahadin says.
For like it'll be 3 weeks then for Strahd, but we might be able to do something.
Zenrenal says music was on point
Thank you!
for that.
So-
Stock 69696 says Padaron.
Probably Patreon.
Pitter patter.
Hopefully one day.
Yeah,
We'll get there.
hopefully one day.
The G string, the hot tub stream.
Alright.
Oh my
But yeah,
God.
in the meantime, we'll be around. We will probably do something the first week of December. It won't be Strahd, but we'll probably be trying to do something. And if not, we'll see you in 3 weeks either way. Thanks for being here, y'all.
We will see you in 3 weeks. The epic conclusion of the Tome of Strahd sessions. Bye-bye!
Bye-bye.